Yes, very good afternoon, my dear friends. Beta, good afternoon. Wonderful, now sounds better. So friends, we were discussing the topic of residential status and scope of total income. In that, some good points we covered, but let me tell you very clearly that today we'll cover the most important aspect of that second chapter, that is about scope of total income. Especially we'll talk about something called section 5, something important. Are we ready for that, my dear friends? Very good. Tell me guys, what is section 27? Assessee. 29. Assessment year. 225A. 231. Person. 234. 234 is what? Previous year. Section 3. Section 4. 5 I will tell. Today I will tell. Don't worry. Okay? 172. Shipping business of non-resident. 174. Person living in India permanently or for long time. 174A. AOP, BOI, AJP formed for short duration or purpose. Correct, my dear friends? 174B. Not there. Don't invent anything. 175. Person likely to transfer property to avoid tax. 176. 87A. Rebate. Rebate is only for what, sir? Resident individual whose total income does not exceed. How much is rebate? Tax payable or 12,500, whichever is lower. So getting clarity? Exactly. What is section 288A? 288B. 115BB. Carry tax. Flat 30%. Good. 115BB. Unexplained income, unexplained investments, unexplained expenditure. We'll tax at a flat rate of 60% plus surcharge 25% plus 4%. Effective rate is 78%. Beta barabar hai? Excellent. Then my dear friends, tell me what is the answer for section 112? Normal LTCG. Very good. Carry it beta. 20%. What is section 112A? LTCG on sale of equity shares or units of equity oriented fund or units of business trust through recognized stock exchange on which STT is paid. Will tax at the rate of 10% on amount exceeding. Wonderful. What is section 111A? Same case short term at the rate of 15% on amount exceeding. Wonderful. Intentionally I'm telling that so that your brain will accept the fact that LTCG है तो बोलो भैया 1 लाख ऊपर जितना है उस पे 10% लगेगा. अगर STCG है same case 15% सीधा लगेगा. There is no concept called 1 lakh exemption. Are we clear with that, everybody? Wonderful. Then my dear friends, tell me what is the answer for section 224? Income. Very good. What is the golden rule of income tax? All revenue receipts are taxable unless exempt, and all capital receipts are exempt unless specifically taxable. Correct? What is section 80TTA?
Interest on saving bank savings.
Good. कितना deduction? Interest or 10,000, whichever is lower. But first we'll take it as income, then we'll take deduction. First, when you take it as income, which head of income will you take? IFRS. Exactly. What are the 5 heads of income we have got? Salaries, house property, PGBP, capital gains, other sources. All 5 heads of income combined together, what do we call it? Good, smart. Section 14, gross total income. From that we take deductions given under chapter
6A.
In exam on crazy fellow wrote number 6A. क्या बोलना है यार उसको? What is the answer? Roman 6A. Clear? We have got a lot of deductions which we'll talk in detail as the time pass by. Take it, not now. We'll talk. Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
All of us? Chalo, last 2 minutes of revision, then we'll start. Tell me guys, what is section 6.1?
Basic condition.
कितने बेटा? 2. ये किसकी बात करें अपन? Individual. Only for individual. If both satisfied? Resident. Any one satisfied? Both gone? What is the first condition? Come on, quick. He must be in India for a period of 182 days or more during the previous year, or he must be in India for a period of 60 days or more during the previous year and 365 days or more during 4 years preceding the previous year. How many special cases are there?
3.
What are the first special case?
Person leaving India for employment.
Wrong answer. Indian citizen. अगर आप person बोलेंगे बेटा उधर ही कहानी खत्म, उधर ही मार्क्स गया सीधा. Special case story will come only for Indian citizen. चलो, what is the first point? Indian citizen Very good, smart boy. Yesterday's example you remember so well. Yaad hai na? Yesterday's example, Indian citizen leaving India during the previous year for the purpose of employment outside India. Next. Indian citizen leaving India during the previous year as a member of crew of an Indian ship which is foreign bound. And technically we look at some certificate called continuous discharge certificate, and we'll see from date of joining till the date of signing off. Both are excluded for calculation of number of days in India. If the balance is 182, call him resident. If not, call him non-resident. If resident, what will happen, non-resident, what will happen, we'll talk in detail today. Don't worry. Yes? If one fellow is a non-resident, the story ends there. But by any chance, if the gentleman turns out to be resident, then we look at something called additional conditions. Correct? But there are one more interesting case before I proceed that. There is one third special case, Indian citizen or a person of Indian origin who comes to India for a visit during previous year. This fellow is a resident if he is in India for 182 days or more. If he is not satisfying that, we will look at the concept of second modified condition. But the story of second modified condition will come only when total income other than foreign sources is greater than 15 lakhs. Yaad hai beta?
Yes, sir.
Other than foreign source का meaning भी पता है ना अपने को? That point also we discuss very clearly. Everybody make sense? Fantastic. And one more point yesterday I told you about crazy concept of the government. याद है ना? उसका थर्ड वाला पॉइंट तो बहुत ही डेंजर था वो. क्या है फर्स्ट वाला? फर्स्ट वाला इंडियन सिटीजन, सेकंड इज टोटल इनकम अदर देन फॉरेन सोर्स मोर देन 15 लाख. इधर तक तो ठीक है, सुनने में भी ठीक है. लास्ट वाला तो बहुत डेंजर लाइन है वो. व्हाट इज दैट लाइन? Not liable to pay tax in any other country. So in short, they are telling, if you are not liable to tax in another country, we will treat as if you are deemed to be resident in India. But we will not call you ROR, we will call you only. One more case also, that second modified condition case also, we will call him as RNOR. We don't call him as ROR, we call him as RNOR. चलो बेटा बोलो अभी, additional conditions कितने? दो. क्या क्या है वो? He must be a resident in India in at least 2 out of 10 previous years preceding the previous year. Correct, beta? Second, he must be in India for a period of 730 days or more during 7 years preceding the previous year. Clear enough? And yesterday we wrote that 10-year story. One small summary we prepared so that we get a clarity. That's it. So what I have done till now is only the story of residential status for whom, sir? Shall we start new thing?
Yes, sir.
Come on, let's proceed. Let me talk about the residential status of HUF. What, my dear friends? We have got 2 categories. Number 1, resident. Number 2, non-resident. And this gentleman resident is further classified into ROR, RNOR, for which additional conditions are given under section 6(6). What do you understand by this? Just wait for 1 minute, no? Additional condition section 6(6). What do you understand? What did you understand by this 6(6)?
Sir, he will be determined on is ROR.
ROR, RNOR will decide based on additional conditions given under section 6(6). What did you further understand? Same as individual. That's it. That is the answer. Same as individual. Individual का भी 6(6) ही है ना बेटा?
हाँ सर.
बोलो बेटा. इसका भी सेम कहानी है. Correct? Now listen. HUF, what they told is, please look at something important known as control and management. And this word is an interesting point. When I say control and management, we are talking about decision making power, not the day-to-day activities. Not the day-to-day activities. There should be decision making power. That is what is most important. No, if it is day-to-day activities, that's not the point. What is important? Correct, my dear friends? In a company, there could be a manager who is doing a day-to-day activity, but his control and management is not important. Decision making power, where is there? That is important. Getting clarity? Now, what they told in the law is, if the control and management is wholly or partly in India, we will call it as resident. And if the control and management is wholly outside India, then we will call it as non-resident. बोलो बेटा, What is our story now? This concept, whatever I wrote here now, is given by section 6, subsection 2. What was the basic condition for individual? 6.1. Okay, 182, 365, all that you will tell. But section 6, 1. Then with section 6, 2. What does 6.2 say? If the control and management is wholly or partly in India, we'll call it as resident. But if the control and management is wholly outside India, we'll call it as non-resident. यहाँ तक समझ में आया बेटा? Everybody? But please have a catch point on that word called wholly or partly. In exam one time question has come in 2016 May attempt, where they told 90% decisions are taken from Pakistan, 10% decisions are taken from India. What is the status? Still the answer is resident. Student could not interpret that word properly. He wrote, since majority decisions are taken from Pakistan, it's a non-resident. Law never told that, no? And did they use the word in law saying that partly means 50-50? Then even 1% also is partly only, no? 99.99%, 0.01% is still partly only. Do you get a clarity on this point, everybody? All of us, my dear friends? Come on. So the control and management is what? Wholly or partly in India. What do we call it? Resident. Control and management is wholly outside India. Non-resident. Getting clarity on this point? Which section all this? We are talking about whom? What is 6.1? Individual basic condition. Clear? But there we learnt about 6.1 and 6.6. Here we are talking about 6.2 and 6.6. So if HUF by chance became a non-resident, there is no further story to talk. But by any chance, if HUF became a resident, then we have some further story to talk. That is about additional conditions. This Karta must satisfy. Bolo beta, who must satisfy additional conditions? Karta must satisfy. I don't think you are in a position where I should tell you who is a Karta. Correct, my dear friends? Come on, who is a Karta? Basically, the head of the family is regarded as Karta. Correct, beta? That's it. That's the end of story for 6.2 and 6.6. That's why yesterday only I told, I'm taking so much of time for individual, but I'll not take that much time for others. Because others is not a big task. Individual only will not have a control at one place. He keeps on traveling. And the day of coming, day of going is also included. We discussed that point? Included. Day of coming, day of going is included. But for ship fellow, date of joining, date of signing off is excluded. Get that catch point. Clear, beta? Take the table. Yes. Normally, date of joining till date of signing off is date of leave, date of coming and date of going is included. But for ship person, date of joining and signing off is excluded. That's it. डन हो गया लिखना? ठीक है, लिख दो बेटा, कुछ भी नहीं है, बहुत सिंपल है. So individual with section 6.1 and 6.6, HUF 6.2 and 6.6. See, our effort is not so much because 6.6 already we know. इसलिए मैं कल इतना मेहनत लिया आपके साथ, because those areas are very important. Because individual is perfect, rest all is a simple cakewalk. So 6.2 says what? If the last time, come on. If the control and management is wholly or partly in India, it is regarded as resident. Wholly outside India, non-resident. And with this discussion, my dear friends, we are done with that crazy fellow called RNOR. Henceforth, we will not find the word called RNOR. The reason being because individual HUF only there is a concept called RNOR. But for companies, firms, LLP, AOP, BOI, AJP and all, we have only the concept of resident and non-resident. There is nothing called RNOR or ROR. All that will not come. Clear beta? Done. Let me start. हो गया. Individual हो गया, HUF हो गया. Next section, my dear friends, let me talk about company. After that, we'll talk about rest all people. Because for rest all people, only one section is there. Company, it is given by section 6(3). Hold on, listen first. And company is divided into two categories. Indian company. What is Indian company? Incorporated in India. Old law, earlier law, current law, present law, whatever law. Foreign company incorporated outside India. What is the tax rate for foreign company? 40%. Surcharge?
2% or 5%?
5 CR. More than 1 crore? Does not exceed 10 crore. Then it is 2%. More than 10 crore, 5%. 5 crore नहीं 10 crore है. Indian company tax rate? Generally 30%. Started off well. Okay, then? If a previous year turnover during previous year 19-20 does not exceed 400 crores, then the tax rate is 25%. Excellent, very good. Good. Surcharge rate याद है ना? 7 and? Wonderful. PQR and Co. Indian company or foreign company? It's not a company, very good. It's a partnership firm. Get that logic, basic fundamental thing. Company will have limited or private limited. PQR and company देखते एक्सेप्ट मत हो जाओ, वो पार्टनरशिप फर्म है. Clear? चलो. Indian company, what do you think is the answer? They bluntly told, always a resident. ये अपना कंपनी है. Clear, my dear friends? Foreign company is regarded as resident only if, this point is very important. Sir, HUF is resident when? Control and management is wholly or partly in India. But let me tell you here, foreign company is resident only if poem. Wonderful. Correct full form. Place of effective management is wholly in India. Is there a word called partly?
No, sir.
Is there a word called wholly or partly? This point came in exam so many times, where they have given a foreign company X Inc. operating partly from India, partly from Sri Lanka. They asked whether resident or not, and below they gave some incomes, and I asked you to find out taxable income. If you do status wrong, income calculation goes wrong. आप लॉजिक समझ रहे ना यार, इसका इम्पैक्ट उस पर गिरेगा. Because if it's resident, we tax him differently. If it's non-resident, we'll tax him differently. So if status is gone, scope of total income is gone. Are we getting my point, everybody?
Yes, sir.
All of us, my dear friends? Chalo, come on. When a foreign company is resident,
Place of effective.
if the place of effective management is wholly in India, so place of effective management is something like control and management only. But for companies, we use this posh language called place of effective management. Generally the place where key managerial decision makings are done. In final level, you learn in detail some crazy concept called active business in India, active business outside India, more than 50% is business is coming from India. All that tests are there. Some tests are there which have to be satisfied to determine that word called poem. At CA inter-level they told, bas, poem means poem. Beta clear hai?
Incorporated outside India to reduce tax burden.
Obviously, no. See, a lot of Indian companies, they incorporate in foreign to do that. See, for example, when a US company wants to India, directly they don't come to India. US company incorporate a company in Mauritius. US will hold in Mauritius. Mauritius will hold in India. They try to play that game so as to escape the taxes. But they forget that government knows all their games.
Even this Tesla thing also going on right now.
Yeah, Tesla also same issues going on. True. Elon Musk. पता है ना? Yeah. Is that clear? Which one? Tesla is clear. This is clear.
This is clear.
Wonderful. What is 6166?
Individual.
Individual. 6266.
HUF.
63.
Company.
Section 4.
Chargeability.
Chargeability section. 87A. Rebate. 225A.
India.
How can you forget India? There's no way we can forget India. Correct? Section 6 1A. Deemed resident. 6(3).
Company, sir.
Company.
Company.
इतना क्या सोच रहा है? दिख रहा है सामने? What is 6(3)? Company. Clear है बेटा? Suddenly I'll take you there and bring you back here. तभी तो perfect होंगे ना यार? Are we clear with this? What is section 172?
Sir,
Shipping business. What is the percentage of turnover will take as profit?
7.5.
Good. Madam is remembering now. 7.5% of turnover is taken as profit. And the 7.5% is not tax percentage, it is a profit percentage. Clear? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
51 lakh. Will you get marginal relief?
Yes, sir.
Did we do that calculation?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm sure we got full clarity on marginal relief.
Yes, sir.
Yes? What is the difference between the word income accrue and income due? Wonderful. Excellent. Beautiful. Amazing. Accrue means right to receive. The due means right to enforce the payment. Fantastic. Nice. What is section 6.3? Company. Resident status of company. But what are the two types of company? Indian company and foreign company. Indian company, what will happen? Always a resident. What will happen? I'm asking. What is it? I will not ask every time. Always a resident. Foreign company? Resident only if poem is only in India. What is poem? Place of effective management. So if the poem is wholly in India, then only it is regarded as what? Resident in India. Are we clear? Take it. Come on. Over. Oh yeah. Clear, beta? What is section 6.1 and 6.6? Individual. 6.2, 6.6? HUF. 6.3? What are the two types of company? Indian company and foreign company. Indian company is always a resident. So if in the exam they try to play it saying that Indian company, everything is managed from outside India. So what? Still it's a resident. Foreign company resident only if place of effective management is only in India. That's it. हो गया खत्म. Next. AOP. BOI, AJP, firm, LLP, etc. बाकी सब लोग except individual, HUF, company. Because for all those three people, you have got separate sections. Correct? For them, simple concept. Resident, other side, non-resident. समझ में आ रहा है बेटा? And this concept is given by section 6.2 and 6.4. 6.2 and 6.4. Simple. Control and management is wholly or partly in India. We call it as resident. Control and management is wholly outside India. We'll call it as non-resident. In one line I will tell same like HUF. हो गया आंसर. Same like HUF. Difference you will find only in company where they use that crazy word called poem is wholly in India. Correct now? Wholly in India. There is no word called wholly or partly. Got it, my dear friend? Yes, sir. That's it. So if Mrs. Shivateja is a resident, is it mandatory that Shivateja should be resident? No, sir. If I am resident for 1 year, is it mandatory for I am resident for next year also? Resident status will change year on year. Every year it can change. Clear friends, can we close this? चलो बेटा बोलो मुझे अभी. What is section 6.1? Basic conditions. What is 6.2? Basic condition for HUF. 6.3. 6.4. AOP, BOI, AJP. 6.6. Additional condition for individual. बीच में क्या बच गया? Simple. This point says what you know. Sir, if Shivateja resident status is ROR, okay, I've got business income. For business income, I'm ROR only. Speak out. And I've got some other salary income. For it also I'm ROR only. Speak out, sir. 6.5 says, once a person is assigned a residential status, the same status will apply for all types of income. There is nothing called PGBP के लिए ROR है, salary के लिए RNOR है. ये क्या nonsense है? You're getting my point, no?
Yes, sir.
Speak out my difference. Put salary in section 6.5. I'll tell a point right down. Once the residential status is determined, 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 comma, the same status will apply. Same status will apply for every source of income during the year. For every source of income during the year. That's it. I hope we got clarity on this point. Chalo beta, come on, last time, what is section 6.1?
Basic conditions for individual.
Huh?
Basic conditions for individual.
6.2. HUF. 6.3. 6.4. Exactly. 6.5.
Once a residential.
Once a status is determined, the same thing will apply for every source of income. 6.6. Additional conditions. कितने बेटा?
दो.
क्या है दो?
Sir, he must be a resident in India.
He must be resident in India in at least 2 out of 10 previous years preceding the previous year. And he must be in India for a period of 735 yeah.
70 days or
730 days or more during 7 years preceding the previous year. Getting clarity? What is the third special case in basic condition? Indian citizen?
or person of Indian origin.
Indian citizen or a person of Indian origin who comes to India for a visit during previous year. Who is a person of Indian origin?
Sir, whose parents, grand.
अरे पहले खुद he himself or any of his parents or any of his grandparents were born in
Undivided India.
clear है ना?
Yes, sir.
पक्का बेटा?
Yes, sir.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
100%.
Yes, sir.
Can we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
Right. Good. Very confidently you said yes, sir. Come on, see the first question, which I'm sure already we know the answer. Brackley, याद है?
Yes, sir.
100 days every year and is doing since last 10 years. What is his status, beta? RN. What would be the answer if the above facts relate to Srinath, an Indian citizen? बेटा मैंने पढ़ा है आपको. आर तो रहेगा कंपलसरी. आर के बिना हो तो हो ही नहीं सकते. सोच के बोलो यार. क्या हुआ यार? श्रीनाथ का ब्रेटली का तो आरएन है ना, वो तो क्लियर है ना अपने को, बिकॉज satisfied second basic condition and he satisfied both additional conditions together. So gentleman became RN, sorry, basic is satisfied, additional is gone, 730 is not satisfied, so he became RN OR. बोलो, what if it is Srinath and is Indian citizen? अरे इतना क्या सोच रहे यार, बोलो ना यार आंसर. I'll give you 3 options. हाँ? अच्छा आप लोग 3 ऑप्शन ले लिए. एक RN और बोल रहे हैं, एक NR बोल रहे हैं और बोल रहे हैं. Non-resident. Oh. RN? Excellent. Wrong answer. Answer is NR. क्यों बेटा यार बेसिक लॉजिक अप्लाई करो यार. इंडियन सिटीजन है, ही इज कमिंग टू इंडिया फॉर ए विजिट. स्पेशल केस आएगा नहीं आएगा? स्पेशल केस में रेजिडेंट बनना बोल तो क्या स्टोरी है? 182 डेज. और 120 वाला कहानी तभी आएगा अगर 15 लाख के ऊपर टोटल इनकम है. तो सबसे पहले 15 लाख की कहानी सही में रखो. ये 120 डेज है क्या? तो 120 है तो ना तुम दिमाग चलाएंगे 15 लाख के ऊपर या 15 लाख के अंदर है. अरे भाई साहब अगर 120 सेटिस्फाई नहीं कर रहा है तो कैसे भी नॉन रेजिडेंट तो बनेगा ही ना. सर क्लियर सर? समझ गए आप लोग? पक्का? चलो ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर बोलो. X इज द सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया. सी दैट. ठीक है आपके पास मीटर है ना, देख के बोलो. First case, what is the answer? Sir, I asked you for 2 years. 21-22, 22-23. Chalo. For 21-22, what is the answer? Sir, I'll ask you one straight question. 21-22 assessment year means, when I say assessment year 21-22, what is the previous year? How many days is in India? Till September 20th, correct? April 30, May 31, June 30, July 31, August 31, September 20. कितना हो बेटा? 170? 173 days. Speak out, yes or no? He is leaving India for the purpose of employment outside India. I already told you in CA final level only you will understand that something called in the during the course of employment, for the purpose of employment, all that is in final. Extra since you asked a doubt, I told the answer. But did he leave India for employment or not? That's what I'm saying. See, practically that story is slightly different. Practically they start interpreting saying that I did not go for employment, I went during employment. All that is a practical issues. But from an examination standpoint, it has to be for employment only, no? समझ में आ गया बेटा? Next, इसका बोलो आंसर. 22-23 क्या है आंसर बोलो? ना? बोलो. No doubt about it. ROR. Special case will not apply. You might think special case will come because he came to India for a visit, but he did not come for a visit. He came back permanently. Special case will not apply. अरे बेटा देख ना बेटा, ये 2020 में गया, 21 में आ ही गया पूरा का पूरा. अरे he will come back means what? आ ही गया ना. सर अगर परमानेंटली नहीं है ना तो वो लोग बोलते थे कि अभी जा रहा है, he came for 100 days, he came for 250 days, like that they will tell.
प्रोजेक्ट के लिए था, प्रोजेक्ट
खत्म हो जाएगा ना पूरा फिर. समझ गए ना यार? तो that means what is the story? Special case will not apply. If special case will not apply, he will satisfy second basic condition, and he will obviously satisfy additional condition because of these two words called first time. तो बंदे का भाई साहब का स्टेटस हो गया ROR. Are we getting clarity on this? Yes, sir. Does this concept make sense for everybody? Yes, sure. बोलो बेटा, what is section 6(1)? Basic conditions for individual. 6.6. Additional condition for individual. Then 6.3. Company. Correct, no? Then 6.6. Just 1 second. Tell the answer for this question. This one. You don't be shocked about assessment here. Doesn't matter for your assessment here is what. You can answer based on your concept only. ठीक है? अब ये मत बोलो आउट ऑफ सिलेबस क्वेश्चन है. क्या फर्क पड़ेगा आपको? प्रीवियस ईयर तो प्रीवियस ईयर है ना आपके लिए. बस वो सोच के बोलना. इतना टाइम ले रहे आप लोग. Is he an Indian citizen?
No, sir.
Is he a person of Indian origin? When these two you read, what's your brain tell? स्पेशल कंडीशन नहीं आएगा. स्पेशल नहीं आएगा मतलब क्या है बेटा? 182 भी हो सकता है, 60 या 365 भी हो सकता है. 100 दिन तो है ही, बराबर ना यार. और 350 तो है ही, 15 तो है ही, 366 तो है ही. अरे बोलो यार. रेजिडेंट बन गया. This fellow is an ROR. Reason because basic satisfied. Addition also will satisfy because these two together is greater than 730 or more. अगर 350 है तो ये साल में रेजिडेंट है, 366 है ये साल में रेजिडेंट है. 2 out of 10 तो हो ही गया ना यार. टोटल भी 730 जा चुका है. Speak out here. This question came in exam. One gentleman wrote an answer. Data is insufficient because data before 8 years is not given. Only for 2-3 years they have given. तेरे को क्या फर्क पड़ेगा रे? जब 3 साल का डेटा दिया उसमें तुमको मालूम पड़ रहा है कि वो ROR है RNOR है, तुमको क्या फर्क पड़ेगा पुराना डेटा लेके? See by data whatever they gave, can you analyze that he is a resident? Yes. Are you able to see that he is satisfied additional conditions also? Then why are you concerned about previous data? Previous data में है या नहीं है तुमको क्या फर्क पड़ेगा यार? तुम्हारा आंसर तो वही रहेगा ना? ऐसा समझ रहे? You got my emotions? You got my concept? Tell the answer for this question. ये भी एग्जाम क्वेश्चन है बेटा. खतरनाक क्वेश्चन है ये तो, मेरा फेवरेट है. Sir, is he an Indian citizen? Just 1 second. देख पॉज कर दे, देखना रिकॉर्डिंग पॉज है. इज इंडियन सिटीजन?
No, no, sir. No, sir. Not.
क्वेश्चन में बोला कि इंडियन सिटीजन. मैंने आपको एक चीज बताया था, याद है? Unless question specifies, don't assume anybody as an Indian citizen. Because Indian citizen है तो क्वेश्चन पूरा बदल जाएगा यार. मतलब बेसिकली कॉन्सेप्ट पूरा चेंज हो जाएगा. सर, sir, it takes 2 minutes for me to tell resident status is over. Let's start scope of total income. But I'm controlling myself only because perfection should come. सोच के बोलो आंसर. हो गया दोस्त? नहीं हुआ क्या? छोड़ दे. नहीं हुआ तो ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. एक दिन में क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? बोलो.
लॉगिन किया था क्या एक्सपर्ट का?
लॉगिन मैंने लॉगिन नहीं किया, मैं मेरा मेल लॉगिन किया था।
आपका मेल लॉगिन किया
हाँ।
था? हाँ, तो एक्सपर्ट का लॉग आउट हो गया।
अरे वो लॉग आउट हो तो क्या होता?
अभी एक्सपर्ट का जो लाइव चल रहा था वो बंद गिर गया ना अभी।
वो बंद हो जाता है लॉग आउट हो गया तो।
यहाँ पे मैंने दोनों गो लाइव निकाल के रखे थे ना,
अरे मैं मेल ओपन किया था मेरा डॉक्यूमेंट डाउनलोड करने के लिए।
वो बंद हो गया। अभी छोड़ो, वीआर पे चल रहा है।
ठीक है, वो तो चल रहा है
यहाँ
ना,
पे
ठीक है, वो तो चल रहा है ना, उसको साइड में सेट कर दो, दोनों को आजू बाजू कर दो बस।
यहाँ भी छोड़ो, ये क्रोम का छोड़ो,
बस
ये दो शुरू अभी।
ठीक है, ठीक है, वो मेरे को समझा नहीं एक्चुअली, मैं वो डॉक्यूमेंट देने को ओपन किया था। ठीक है, थैंक्स दोस्त। हाँ, मैं क्या पूछ रहा था आपसे, किधर है अपन? हाँ, क्वेश्चन नंबर 4। हाँ, आर गुड, आर सबसे पहले इज एन इंडियन सिटीजन? नो, वाई? Come on, my dear friends. सबसे पहले my first question to you: is he Indian citizen? No. Why? Unless question specifies, we will not assume he is an Indian citizen. Is he person of Indian origin? No. Why? Parents are born in Nasik. Very good. But when 1950, grandparents were born in where? Sydney. So this gentleman is not an Indian citizen. He is not a person of Indian origin. And we are talking about assessment year. कौन सा बेटा क्वेश्चन में? 23, 24. Previous year कौन सा बेटा? 22, 23. And he came to India on Feb 15, 23 for a visit of how many days? 190 days. Correct, beta? Speak out. Now, first special, the special case apply? Special case will not apply. If special case does not apply, he can satisfy first condition or second condition. Still, he will become a resident. So, what is the answer then? ROR. Good. Nonsense answer. Answer is NR. Sir, you have to get a concept, man. You should become expert, man. How you will become expert? सुन, कैसा है NR मैं बताऊंगा आपको. What is the previous year? अरे सिटीजनशिप कुछ भी नहीं है मैडम, वो सब कुछ नहीं है. सुनो आप मेरी बात. ये इंडिया में कब आया बोलो? Feb 15, 2023 for a visit of how many days? 190 days. Whatever they gave in the question is one biggest biscuit what they gave in the question. When he is coming on Feb 15, 2023, he is in India from 15th Feb 23 to 31st March 23. Technically, he is there only for 46 days. If he is there for 46 days, he can't satisfy first basic condition, he can't satisfy second basic condition. When both cannot be satisfied, he will become a non-resident. अभी एक फिल्मी डायलॉग बोलूं क्या? कितने दिन आया वो इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है बेटा, प्रीवियस ईयर में कितना दिन आया वो इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है, आया 190 डेज के लिए आया, बराबर है, मैं थोड़ी कर रहा हूं मैं. He came for 190 days, but is he there for 190 days in the previous year? अब समझ में आया ना यार? So 190, sir, I agree to your feelings. He came for 190 days, but did he came for 190 days during the previous year? Previous year में कितना दिन है वो? 46. तो basic satisfy करेगा क्या? Answer is what? Non-resident. Like this they play in the exam. अपना दिमाग बोलता है ROR, but he is not ROR. He is NR. I hope you like the question, and I strongly believe you understood why I opened my. This is a regular batch material, not a revision batch. I hope you understood why I opened this material and shown you this question. Only to make you understand that this is how they play in the exam. See, we should be prepared from all the angles, boss. From all the angles, if you are prepared, then any kind of question we can tackle. That's the whole idea. You know somebody called Adolf Hitler? I was telling the same thing today to the regular batch students in the morning. I mean, I love him so much actually for one statement what he gave in his life. One time what happened, his junior came to, his junior, basically soldier, came to Hitler and told, Commander, we are being attacked by enemies. We are surrounded from all the sides. Hitler replied, that's a fantastic news. Now we can start attacking from all sides. Mindset. You get the mindset. You understood his statement? क्या डायलॉग था सर वो, उसकी कितना मीनिंग है उसमें. सच ए ग्रेट स्टेटमेंट ही गेव. कोई बंदा आके उसको फटने की कोशिश कर रहा है कि सब जगह से अटैक कर रहे, भैया अपन गया. वो क्या बोल रहे, सब जगह से आ रहे, अच्छी बात है ना, सब जगह से अपन भी अटैक करेंगे. सी द माइंडसेट, नो? So if you are prepared with all types of questions, all possibilities, how will you play in the exam? If you are mastering the concept, nobody can touch us. Concept ही गया, आप कितना भी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करो कुछ फायदा नहीं है. No use. It's all about concept. The only than anything else. Problem solving is important, but that is secondary. Concept is primary. समझ में आया बेटा क्वेश्चन? I hope you liked it. वो तो बात है ना. So whenever we learned the word 182 days during the previous year, 60 days during the previous year देखना पर जरूरी है ना. हाँ हाँ तो अच्छा माइंड में हो यार, अब वो एक्सक्यूज मत लो यार. अभी क्या यार अभी हाँ अरे नहीं यार, वो ईयर का आप एक्सक्यूज नहीं ले सकते यार. दैट वाज नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल. हाँ गुड, दिस स्टेटमेंट आई लाइक्ड. अब ये लास्ट क्वेश्चन बोलो. विद दिस आई विल क्लोज रेजिडेंशियल स्टेटस. चैप्टर खत्म नहीं हुआ बेटा, अभी बाकी है पिक्चर. क्या है बाकी है? हाँ स्कोप ऑफ टोटल इनकम, बहुत बड़ा कहानी बाकी है अभी. ये तो खत्म कर दूंगा अभी. चलो क्वेश्चन देख लो. एक्स इज व्हाट सिटीजन? ही, हिज पेरेंट्स, ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स वर नॉट बॉर्न इन अनडिवाइडेड इंडिया. मतलब क्या बेटा? नहीं आएगा. करेक्ट है बेटा, वो तो दिमाग बोल देना. गुड, आई एम हैप्पी दैट यू गाइज बिकेम स्मार्ट, दैट योर ब्रेन इज टेलिंग दैट स्पेशल कंडीशन डोंट टच. गुड. हाउएवर हिज रिलेटिव्स वर बॉर्न इन अनडिवाइडेड इंडिया. ये सबसे बड़ा बिस्किट है. तो बिस्किट मतलब समथिंग विच इज ट्राइंग टू प्ले विथ यू, विच इज नॉट यूजफुल फॉर यू. आई मीन वी आर यूज्ड टू दैट वर्ड कॉल्ड बिस्किट. ना बहुत बड़ा बिस्किट है ये, समझ गए ना यार. नेक्स्ट, ही इज इन इंडिया एज फॉलोस. प्रीवियस ईयर कितना दिला? प्रीवियस ईयर 147. उसके बाद 140, 300, 25, 32 ऐसा है भाई साहब. इतना क्या सोच रहे हो यार? Still thinking? RN? That's it. Matter is over. How did you become a resident first of all? Second basic condition. हो गया. Additional तो सीधा गया. 730 है ही नहीं. अब 730 नहीं है तो बाकी चीज देखने की जरूरत ही नहीं अपने को. I already told you that shortcut. When you're looking at additional, see the second additional first. Then first will, there's no requirement of first. If second satisfied, look at the first one. And if somebody who satisfies second, that fellow will easily satisfy first one. एक 110 दिन तो नर क्यों होता है? 60 और 365 हो सकता है ना बेटा. अरे ये 120 की बात नहीं कर रहे बेटा हम. 120 की बात कब करेंगे? जब स्पेशल केस आएगा. स्पेशल केस कब आएगा? इंडियन सिटीजन, पर्सन ऑफ इंडियन ऑरिजिन कमिंग टू इंडिया फॉर अ विजिट. ये विजिट के लिए आया भाई साहब, बराबर है. बट ये इंडियन सिटीजन नहीं है, पर्सन ऑफ इंडियन ऑरिजिन नहीं है. अगर वो दोनों भी नहीं है तो स्पेशल केस नहीं आएगा. जब स्पेशल केस नहीं आएगा तो हम दोनों ऑप्शन है अपने पास. स्पेशल केस आएगा तो एक ही ऑप्शन है. आई होप परफेक्शन इज कमिंग ना. चलो लास्ट एक क्वेश्चन पूछता हूं यार. आई नो आई टोल्ड लास्ट ऑलरेडी बट स्टिल आई विल आस्क. सर इधर तक ही पढ़ना है आपको, नीचे का छोड़ दो, ठीक है ना? Sir, small change in the question. सर प्रीवियस हरासमेंट देख लो ध्यान से प्लीज. अपना असेसमेंट कौन सा है क्वेश्चन में? 23, 24. प्रीवियस ईयर कौन सा है? ठीक है ना? सब कॉन्सेप्ट तो सेम ही ना यार, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, सोच के बोलो. हो गया बेटा? बोलो ना बेटा, क्या है आंसर? ऑप्शन दूं क्या? स्टूडेंट बोल रहे सर ऑप्शन तो चाहिए नहीं हमको. सर अप्रैल 7 को आया, जून 4 को जा रहे हैं. $84 डेज. 84 है तो नॉन रेजिडेंट क्यों बनेगा भैया? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, इजी इंडियन सिटीजन, easy person of Indian origin. Why no nonsense? Answer is yes. His grandfather was born in a village near Karachi. अरे कराची मतलब वो बेकरी नहीं है. हाँ, अरे इंडिपेंडेंट इंडिया था ना यार, 1932 की बात है ना, साथ में थे ना हम साथ साथ है, बाद में तो डिवाइड करो यार. सर कराची ठीक है ना? यू नो हैदराबाद? There is Hyderabad in Pakistan also. सच में? ठीक है, अभी बोलो. He is a person of Indian origin. Did he come to India for a visit? Somebody is telling, no sir, he came to India for foreign assignment. So what? Visit doesn't mean personal visit. Visit could be business visit or personal visit. Did he come to India for a visit? Yes. What will happen then? Third special case, 182 days. Or if total income is more than 15 lakh, we see something called 120 days. But सबसे पहले this fellow came in April, left in June. He can never 50. He cannot satisfy 120. He cannot satisfy 182. He will become a non-resident. All this is irrelevant. और ये क्वेश्चन में सबसे बड़ा और एक बिस्किट भी है, ये है. One fellow wrote answer also. Since Mrs. X is resident, how can X be non-resident when Mrs. X is resident? अरे तेरे को क्या करना है बे दोनों से? How are you concerned about X and Mrs. X? Don't get your feelings, emotions. Get the concept and sections. आदित्य, मजाक रेजिडेंट स्टेटस क्लियर है? क्वेश्चन समझ में आए सर? सर यू ओनली टोल्ड मी सर थोड़ा क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करते तभी परफेक्ट होंगे हम. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम डूइंग. सिंपल हो जाएगा ना? अभी जो भी क्वेश्चन हम सॉल्व करेंगे थोड़ा ध्यान से देखेंगे ना, पढ़ेंगे ना. सो बेसिकली नाउ last thing I will tell before I proceed. The last thing is, whenever you solve any question for individual resident status, while reading the question, first check whether he is an Indian citizen or not. Check whether person of Indian origin or not. If yes, then bring special case in picture. If no, then tell your brain immediately that भैया शिवतेजा स्पेशल केस आएगा नहीं, छोड़ दे उसको. 182 देख, 63/65 देख, सेटिस्फाई हो गया तो रेजिडेंट, फिर एडिशनल देख, जब एडिशनल देखेगा सेकंड वाला देख, सेकंड वाला हो गया तो फर्स्ट वाला की बात करेंगे, सेकंड ही गया तो आर एन और बोल दे सीधा आंसर. करेक्ट ना? और दिमाग में ये भी याद रख ले बेटा, कितने दिन आया कितने दिन गया वो इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, प्रीवियस ईयर में कितने दिन आया कितने दिन गया वो इंपॉर्टेंट है. दैट्स इट. These points will tell your brain there is no question of mistake being happening. By mistake also, mistake will not happen. समझ गए सर fully? That's it. Shall I start? कौन सा वाला सर? ये वाला क्या? हाँ ले लो ना. प्रिंट आउट तो नहीं पता मुझे. आई कैन शेयर द पीडीएफ इफ यू वांट. अरे ये क्वेश्चन अच्छा था ना एक्चुअली. 190 मतलब ये एक्चुअली एग्जाम में था एक्चुअली. हाँ सारे अच्छे हैं, ठीक है. मतलब हर एक में कॉन्सेप्ट है, स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन कुछ नहीं है यार. सर स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड में आई मीन आई डोंट लाइक मच टू टीच स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड बिकॉज स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड आप कैसे भी करोगे उसमें उससे क्या फर्क पड़ेगा. मतलब जनरली मैं क्या करता हूँ मालूम, इन माई मटीरियल इन एवरी चैप्टर देयर विल बी अबाउट 10-15 क्वेश्चंस. In the 10-15 questions, only 2-3 will be straightforward. बाकी 12-13 पूरा आड़े टेढ़े रहते हैं.
PDF ही दे दो सर.
I do that questions only because they will twist your brain to a larger extent. Automatically will become perfect. चलो, can I proceed? Done. Let's start. क्या हो गया अभी? Residential status. Now listen carefully. We are done with residential status, but let's talk about something important, that is about scope of total income. Don't write anything. 2 minutes, please. Just sit and relax. Very, very important. I'll teach this concept, then we'll go more in detail. But first, just listen. I'm talking about something called Section 5. One of the most important concept in income tax. Scope of total income. And as per Section 5, my dear friends, there are 2 types of income called Indian income, foreign income. Indian income means income which is accrued or received or, first of all, what is accrued? Accrued means what? Right to receive. Basically, accrue will happen at a place where you have rendered the service. For example, if I take a class in Pune, income is accrued in India. Correct, my dear friends? Now I'll ask you one question, think properly and tell me. I took a class in Pune, correct? For which payment is made to me in Dubai. Still it's called as Indian income. Next question. I took a class in Dubai, but payment I received in India. Still it is called Indian income. See that word called or. Accrued or received or deemed to be received. Next one word. Deemed to be received or deemed to accrue or arise in India. Such a brilliant word. Can you please repeat along with me? Come on. When do you call income as Indian income? Income which is accrued or received or deemed to be received or deemed to accrue or arise in India. One more time, please. Income which is accrued or received or deemed to be received or deemed to accrue or arise in India. And these 2 words we will talk very much in detail. This deemed to be received story is given by Section 7. Deemed to occur in India story is given by Section 9, which we'll talk separately. That only will take our time today. Today our time will eat away by that concept only. Getting clarity, everybody? Yes. Now listen. Foreign income means income which is accrued and received outside India. Then we call it as what income? Foreign income. Bolo beta, what is Indian income? Income which is accrued or received or deemed to be received or deemed to accrue or arise in India. Then we call it as what income? Indian income. The deemed story lot concept is there, which we'll talk in detail. Foreign income means what? Accrued and received both where, sir? Outside India. Now the question is, Indian income hai to kya hoga? Foreign income hai to kya hoga? That's a question which we have to answer. Clear, my dear friends? Sir, listen carefully now. Sir, we have got 2 types of income called Indian income, foreign income. Correct, my dear friends? These are the 2 types of income what we have got, Indian income and foreign income. And law clearly says Indian income taxable for ROR, RNOR, NR. Government का logic समझे क्या? भैया, whoever you are, once your income is Indian income, you are taxable. It doesn't matter to me whether you are ROR, RNOR, NR. Whoever the hell you are, you will still become taxable because income is an Indian income, which is accrued or received or deemed to be received or deemed to occur as in India. Section 5 talks about scope of total income. 6 talks about residential status. 7 talks about deemed to be received. 9 talks about deemed to occur as in India. 10 talks about exemptions. Getting my point? Everybody? Next. Foreign income is taxable for ROR. Foreign income is taxable for ROR. And foreign income is taxable for RNOR also, but only in 2 cases. Case number 1, these words yesterday we heard. Business income, which is controlled wholly or partly from India. समझ में आ गया ना यार? Next. Profession income which is set up in India. Set up in India means what, sir? Set up in India means having an office in India, fixed place of activity in India. If we don't have fixed place, we call him as a freelancer. So freelancer doesn't mean somebody who's not having any work. Unemployed fellow is not freelancer. Freelancer is somebody who does not have a fixed place of activity. You're getting my point, everybody? So speak out. Now whatever concept I wrote here, can I say that other way around? ROR, RNOR, NR. ROR, taxable on global income. Foreign and Indian. NR, taxable only on. That is why yesterday I gave an example. Chris Gayle, a West Indies player, is coming to India making money in India. Let me honestly tell you that Chris Gayle is a non-resident. He cannot satisfy any basic condition. Correct, my dear friends? 60 days he might satisfy, but last 4 years he may not, he will not satisfy 365. If he is coming for IPL also, he will come only for 90 days in a year. 90 into 4 also will become 360 only. Still he will not become a non-resident. They are very careful. They have smart brains at the back of them. They will clearly tell them, please get out because you will become a resident. Sir, मैं खुद मेरे दोस्त को बोला पता है था आपको? हाँ, exactly. So those people are non-residents only. So if Chris Gayle is coming to India making money in India, if you ask him to pay tax, will he pay or not? Chris Gayle is coming to India making money in India. If you ask him to pay tax in India, should he pay or not? Yes. Chris Gayle is going to Australia making money in Australia. If you tell him to pay tax, याद है ना? वो चप्पल लेके मारेगा, सिंपल सी बात है. Because how can you demand a non-resident fellow to pay tax on a foreign income, man? What right you have got? Correct, no? Yes, sir. Next, this fellow is just beach ka fellow. Na udhar hai na idhar hi. This fellow, he is taxable on Indian income. Correct, beta? Yes, sir. He is also taxable on. He is also taxable on foreign income only in 2 cases. What are 2 cases? Business income, which is controlled wholly or partly from India. Professional income, which is set up in India. That's it. Getting clarity? So whether you learn previous table or you understand this table, both concept is same. Whether you tell Ram killed Ravana or you tell Ravana was killed by Ram, till the concept is same. Whether you tell ROR is taxable for this, RNOR for this, NR for this, or you tell Indian income is taxable for all, foreign income only for ROR, RNOR in 2 cases. Whichever way you tell, concept remains the same. Clear, beta? Yes, sir. I will ask you one question. Think properly and tell me. Think very carefully and then give me an answer. ठीक है ना? Shiva Teja is having an office in India. Practical example. I actually have an office in India. I have a setup in India. Okay? Now, I am going to US. I rendered service in US. This fellow deposited money in SBI US. State Bank of India US branch. From SBI US, the amount is remitted to SBI India. From SBI India, Shiva Teja has withdrawn. Beta example clear hai? Shiva Teja went to where? US. Render service in US. And they deposited money in SBI US. Then it's remitted to SBI India. From SBI India I have withdrawn. Concept clear hai? Indian income or foreign income? Speak out. Indian income. Wonderful. Answer is foreign income. दोस्त आप इंडियन क्यों बोले भाई बताओ? आदित्य SBI इंडिया में पैसा आया. अरे मेरा रेजिडेंस स्टेटस से नेचर ऑफ इनकम से क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? दोनों अलग अलग कॉन्सेप्ट है. माई स्टेटस इज वन पार्ट ऑफ द स्टोरी, इंडियन इनकम और फॉरेन इनकम वन पार्ट ऑफ द स्टोरी. मेरा स्टेटस से उसको क्या लेना देना है? अरे मैं बोला कि मैं आर हूं, इधर आर एन आर की कुछ पूछा क्या मैं? डिड आई आस्क यू रेजिडेंस स्टेटस ऑफ शिव तेजा? व्हाट इट इज ओनली क्वेश्चन आई आस्क्ड, वेदर इट इज अ फॉरेन इनकम और इंडियन इनकम, दैट्स ऑल. इंडियन इनकम फॉरेन इनकम बोलने के लिए आर एन आर से कुछ फर्क लेना देना है क्या? दोनों मिलकर टैक्सेशन का फर्क पड़ता है. बट टू डिसाइड वेदर इंडियन और फॉरेन, विल यू सी रेजिडेंशियल स्टेटस? देन व्हाई डू ब्रिंग दैट इनटू पिक्चर? Sir, to decide, listen, okay, I'll only explain. To decide whether Indian or foreign, we look at only two important parameters, accrued and received. दोनों अगर फॉरेन में है, we call it as foreign income. दोनों में से अगर कोई भी इंडिया में है, we call it as Indian income. This concept came in exam. Student wrote Indian income because it is received in SBI India. That is nonsense. It is not received in SBI India. It is remitted to SBI India. Remittance is only a second receipt. There is nothing called second receipt. Income tax law says for us remittance is not important. Receipt is important, and receipt always refers to first receipt. If you observe here, first receipt is where? First receipt is in SBI US. So accrued in Kabeta US. Why accrued in US? Because service is rendered in US, obviously. Received in दोनों अगर इंडिया US में है, क्या बोलेंगे हम? Is it taxable? डोंट डिसाइड. वो अभी देखने वाली बात है, आप डिसाइड मत करो, वो देखने वाली बात है. अरे यार बोलो यार, आप डिसाइड मत करो, वो देखने वाली बात है. करेक्ट है ना यार? डोंट डिसाइड, मत बोलो आप सीधा टैक्सेबल. हाउ कैन यू डिसाइड? डिड आई टेल यू हु एम आई? आई मीन आई एम शिव तेजा ओनली. आई एम टेल यू हु एम आई? आर एन आर. सर गेटिंग क्लैरिटी? आप बोलो मुझे, इफ शिव तेजा वुड बी ROR, नो डिस्कशन, टैक्सेबल. कुछ बात करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. इफ शिव तेजा इज RNOR, स्टिल टैक्सेबल. क्यों बेटा? प्रोफेशनल इनकम विच इज सेटअप इन इंडिया. अगर मैं इनर होता तो नॉट टैक्सेबल. आदित्य, अब मुझे बोलो, आदित्य ना फुल नेम? आदित्य मुझे एक बात बोलो अभी. आदित्य, आई मीन आई लाइक टू कॉल आदित्य, इट्स ओके नो? या आदित्य, यू टेल मी वन थिंग वेरी क्लियरली. इफ बाय मिस्टेक यू वुड हैव मेड फॉरेन इनकम एज इंडियन इनकम, व्हाट वुड हैव बीन द फेट? यू वुड हैव टोल्ड टैक्सेबल फॉर ऑल. अगर आप इंडियन इनकम बोलेंगे, ROR है तो भी टैक्सेबल, RNOR है तो भी टैक्सेबल, NR है तो भी टैक्सेबल, तो आपका पूरा आंसर गया. सो यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल. क्लियर है? कैन आई आस्क वन मोर क्वेश्चन? वो भी लिख लेंगे हम लोग, ये सब एग्जाम्पल लिखेंगे बुक में, बट गिव इट 2 minutes. आई विल क्लोज दिस फर्स्ट. अभी डीम्ड स्टोरी बाकी है बेटा, डीम्ड स्टोरी पढ़ना बाकी है अभी. अभी सुनो, देयर इज वन पर्सन, मिस्टर रवि तेजा. ठीक है ना बेटा? दिस जेंटलमैन, ही हैज गॉट वन house in Canada. Where is Canada? Outside India. ठीक है, वो US छोड़ो यार, यू मतलब फॉरेन ही है ना? राइट. टेनेंट, सॉरी, टेनेंट पेड रेंट. टेनेंट पेड रेंट टू Ravi Teja's sister in UK. Tenant paid rent to Ravi Teja's sister in what, sir? अभी मुझे बोलो, accrued where? Outside India. Canada only. Because wherever property is there, their only income will accrue. Received where? Outside India. बराबर है? What is the nature of income? Definitely, without any second thought, this is a foreign income. बराबर है? बोलो, is it taxable? देखने वाली बात है, डिसाइड मत करो. It depends. Depends. Now tell me, Ravi Teja, ROR. कुछ भी सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है भाई साहब. अगर ROR है, taxable. RNOR. Ting, 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 ting. आदित्य, क्या हुआ? क्या है आंसर? नॉट टैक्सेबल. हो गया ना बात? What is the nature of income? Foreign income. Foreign income, we will touch RNOR only in two cases. Business income, which is controlled wholly or partly from India. Professional income, we set up in India. मुझे एक बात बोलो, ये business income है क्या? Professional income है क्या? ये क्या है? ये house property income है. Is it business income? No. Is it professional income? No. Don't tax him. NR. याद है ना चप्पल? हाँ. Not taxable. That's it. With this, we are done with understanding what is Indian, what is foreign, and how do we tax it. So to decide taxability, we look at two important parameters. One, residential status. Second, nature of income. Yesterday, if you remember, first thing I told you that only. Yesterday, before starting chapter, first point I told, to decide any person taxability, two parameters are important. Residential status, nature of income. मैं लिखा था words. Check कर लो चाहिए तो. So we are done with status. Nature of income, we are done with Indian foreign. But still we are yet to learn about deemed. Because अगर deemed हो गया, it becomes Indian income. If it's Indian income, taxable for all. If it is foreign income, taxable only for ROR. RNOR in two cases. Business income control wholly or partly from India. Professional income which is set up in India. In my first example what I gave, it was professional income set up in India. So we taxed RNOR. Second example, house property income. So we did not tax RNOR. But imagine, house is in Canada, but Ravi Teja received rent in Indian bank account. Indian income. Because received in India. ROR, taxable. RNOR, taxable. NR, taxable. Indian income. पकड़ा सबको. मारो पकड़ेगा सबको. समझ में आ रहा है सर? Getting clarity on the concepts? Yes, Adit. What is your doubt? अच्छा. ठीक है. Anyways. So I hope you are clear with the concept. Take it, man. Come on. I'll give you 5 minutes. Take all this. Let all this come into your book. Can I scroll down? Yes, sir. So what is section 4? Section 5. Scope of total income. What are two types of income? Indian income, what will happen? Taxable for all. Foreign income?
Depends, sir.
ROR? Taxable. RNOR? NR?
Not taxable.
Very good. Take this. So done?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to write this? The same story only. In a reverse way. That's it. Leave it off. But I suggest that you take these examples in the book. Okay, no? So here what I would like to add is that remittance, I'll add the word remittance is of no relevance. हो गया बेटा, लिख लिया क्या? Can I move forward?
Yes, sir.
Take this example also last. Sir Dan, can I proceed? Yes, come on. So friends, what are the two types of income as per section 5? Indian income and foreign income. Indian income means what? Income accrued or received or deemed to be received or deemed to occur as in India. When do you call income as foreign income? Accrued and received both outside India. If income is Indian income, what will happen? Taxable for all. If income is foreign income, what will happen? Taxable for ROR. Taxable for RNOR also in two cases. What are the two cases? Number one, business income controlled wholly or partly from India. Professional income which is set up in India. Set up in India is having an office in India. That's it. Are we getting clarity, everybody? Done. Now let's look at something called Section 7. Section 7 deals with income deemed to be क्या बेटा? Received in India. This is not a great concept, but section 9 is a very great concept because high possibility question will come. In 7, not a great concept, I'll tell you why. So I heard of something called Provident Fund. What is a Provident Fund first of all? Provident Fund is something like a saving scheme where employee makes a contribution, employer also will make a matching contribution. And let me tell you honestly, there are 4 types of Provident Fund. Statutory Provident Fund, recognized Provident Fund, unrecognized Provident Fund, public Provident Fund. Statutory Provident Fund is only for government employees. RPF is for normal, all this companies maintain RPF. URPF is unrecognized. A Provident Fund recognized by Commissioner is called RPF, which is not recognized by Commissioner is called URPF. And PPF stands for Public Provident Fund, where anybody can go and deposit. And let me tell you, Shivatej also does deposits in PPF. The reason because on PPF we get good rate of interest, which is tax free. Almost about 8% interest comes, which is tax free. That is most important, no? FD also I'll get 6%, but the problem is FD interest is taxable, but PPF interest is exempt. You're getting my point? Without any risk, that too with post office maintains it, and it's tax free. Understood? Initially, by starting off my career, I used to put every year 1 lakh. Few years back, I went to the office and asked them in the post office that I'll start putting 3 years, 3 lakhs from this year. They told not possible, sir. We will take maximum only 1.5 lakh. You're getting my point? If now today's date, if they give me a chance, I will deposit 5 lakhs every year. Because interest will come. That too, that is tax free. अरे यार मैं पैसे कमाऊँ तो क्या करूँ? या तो प्रॉपर्टी खरीदना. If I have loans, I have to repay the loans, or I have to invest in stock market. If I put in stock market, short term आए तो बोलते 15%, long term आए तो बोलते 1 लाख के ऊपर 10%. FD में लगाएं तो इंटरेस्ट पे TDS कट कर 10%. सेविंग्स बैंक में लगाए तो आता है 4-5%. वो भी टैक्सेबल है. बेस्ट ऑप्शन क्या है? PPF जो एग्जाम्प्ट है. You're getting my point? Yes, sir. It's clear. But the only problem with PPF is practically there is a lock of 15 years. 1-5. You can't withdraw within a period of 15 years. That is the only problem. Unless exceptional cases like health issues, emergency reasons and all, they'll allow. If not, they'll not allow. This is a practical point. Not from exam point, practical point. Clear? By the way, what are the 4 types of Provident Fund? SPF, RPF, URPF, PPF. Clear है बेटा? अभी सुनो मेरी बात. Just listen carefully what I am talking. ठीक है? I am talking about just RPF, URPF. What is the difference? Recognized, unrecognized. Who will recognize? Commissioner. Exactly. Sir, in every provident funds like this, there is an employer contribution. What will happen in RPF? They told in excess of 12% of salary is taxable. Practically impossible. Because practically nobody contributes more than 12%. You getting my point? URPF not taxable. Enjoy. Year on year enjoy. But at the end we'll show you some band. You're getting my point? Sir, your brain should understand one point here. You are telling unrecognized, still I am telling not taxable. That means end of the day, I'll tax you. When you withdraw, पूरा मजे लेंगे. So getting my point? Employee contribution. Deduction will come under section 80C. What is 9.5? That is interest, madam. What did I write? Employee contribution. No. Under URPF, no deduction. Sir, I did not start section 7. First I am teaching what is RPF, URPF. Then I will tell something in section 7. Then, on these contributions, interest will come. Here they told, in excess of 9.5% per annum is what? Taxable. Is what, my dear friends? Taxable. Finally, here it is not taxable. Some are telling, wow! Now see the story. Withdrawal, not taxable, subject to one star mark. That star mark is service is greater than 5 years. Getting my point? URPF, what will happen is taxable, but not totally. इसका एक कहानी है. Hashtag star over no. I'll use hash. ठीक है? When you withdraw, so when you withdraw money from URPF, there are 4 components in that. The four components what you have is your money what you contributed, interest on your money what you contributed, what employer contributed, and the interest on what employer contributed. बराबर है बेटा? ये चार चीजें ना जब विड्रॉ करेंगे, so when you withdraw, these are the four components in the money what you have withdrawn. Law is telling this part is not taxable. Why? Your money came back to you. This part we will tax under income from other sources. These two will tax under income from salaries. This is the treatment of taxability in case of what, sir? URPF. At the end of the day, ban लगाएंगे. You're getting my point, everybody? Speak out. I taught this concept to you even though it is salaries chapter because section 7 has got 4 points. In that 3 points talks about provident fund only. Without knowing this concept, how can I teach section 7? You understand my problem? Recognized provident fund, recognized provident fund, which is not recognized by commissioner. Commissioner of income tax. If Commissioner of Income Tax does not recognize that, it is called URPF. In URPF, what happens is yearly we don't tax it, but at the end when we withdraw, you'll be out. Correct? But in RPF, yearly we have got some limits, and when we withdraw, we don't tax you provided service is more than 5 years. But if service is less than 5 years, what will happen? Taxable. Same as URPF. Same as URPF means same working. सर आप पूरा का पूरा टैक्स बोलेंगे तो गलत बात है ना. जो आ रहा है उसमें मेरा पैसा भी तो है, जो मैं कुछ जेब से डाला है, मेरा पैसा मुझे वापस आ रहा है, तो आप टैक्स कैसा बोल सकते हैं यार आप? You are getting my point or not? Everybody? दोस्त, you got it? If service less than, same story. Are we clear? URPF same story. Service less than 5 years, same story. Are we clear? Some more special points are there which we'll talk when I go to the topic of salaries. But did we understand what is RPF, URPF now? In that some special points are there, 2.5 lakh, 5 lakh, some story is there. We'll talk in detail when I go to salary, not now. अभी नहीं, बाद में बात करते. जब salary में जाएंगे तब बात करेंगे. But अभी जो पढ़ा आपको वो समझ में है? Everybody, are we clear with this concept? All of us. Practically, people contribute to Provident Fund because it's a very good saving scheme. And let me honestly tell you, Shiva Teja paid tax on Provident Fund because my service was less than 5 years. Initially, I never told you, but after I qualified, I worked for 2 years with Ernst & Young, EY. In the corporate tax department, I worked, both in income tax and GST department. I was lucky enough that I could work in both the departments of income tax and service tax department. That time it was service tax. So I worked for 2 years in 2011 and 2012. And after that, I came out, started my own practice and teaching. I went to the job only to come back to teaching and practice. I was very clear that 2 years I want to go to get that great corporate exposure. That's why I went to the Big Four to work there. Clear? Once upon a time I also filed ITR1. Once upon a time I also had salaried income. And there I worked for less than 5 years. But I opted for Provident Fund while filling the form. Mistake happened actually. I should have not opted for Provident Fund at all. But I opted for Provident Fund. So what has happened is on maturity, whatever money I got, I paid the tax. Withdrawal. After 2 years I withdrawn from Provident Fund and I paid the tax. Practically what happens is, after 2 years if I leave the job and I go to another job, I can transfer PF from this to there. But I was very clear, मुझे job तो करना ही नहीं life में, तो I withdrawn. And when I withdraw, they in the declaration they'll give, ये आपका contribution है, उस पे interest है, ये employer का है, ये इतना interest है. They clearly give. And इसलिए आपको TDS में एक section है, section 192A, Provident Fund more than 50,000 rupees, they'll cut 10% TDS. No PAN, they'll cut at the rate of MMR. Anyways, TDS में बात करेंगे वो. So all the practical issues, man. There's nothing theoretical here. Are we clear with this, everybody? That's about RPF, URPF. First take this, then I'll talk section 7. पहले ये आने दो बुक में. और special points है, which we'll talk in salary. ठीक है, you write this and then take a short break. After that we'll discuss the balance part. आपका दोस्त आंसर किया नहीं किया आपका क्वेश्चन?
सर वो जस्ट दिखाया तब तक आप आए।
अच्छा ठीक है, बाद में पूछ लेना। जो भी बोलते हैं रेजिडेंट स्टेटस आता है मेरे को परफेक्ट, वो क्वेश्चन पूछो। अरे ऐसा क्या? चलो गेट बैक। चलो come on, get back my dear friends. So are we clear with this point everybody?
Yes sir.
Good. What is section 5? Nature of income. Scope of total income. What are the two types of income? Indian income and foreign income. Indian income means what will happen? Taxable for all. Foreign income taxable only for ROR. RNOR in two cases. What are two cases? Business income controlled wholly or partly from India. Professional income which is set up in India. बराबर है बेटा?
Yes sir.
Everybody? Good. What is section 7? Income deemed to be received in India. In fact, that is what we are actually trying to understand. Correct, my dear friends? First point in section 7, which talks about employer contribution to RPF. Come on, guys, whose contribution? Employer contribution to RPF in excess of 12% of salary. So imagine if salary is about 10 lakh rupees. How much is salary, my dear friend? 10 lakh rupees. So if salary is 10 lakh rupees and employer has contributed 1,30,000 to Provident Fund, that means how much percent is that? 13%. How much is excess? 1%, which is nothing but 10,000. That is taxable and that is deemed to be received in India. Second point. Interest credited to RPF in excess of कितना बेटा? 9.5%. Clear? Third point. Transfer balance from URPF to RPF. Somebody has got, sir, इसके पीछे एक logic है. Do you want to understand the logic behind this concept? I'll tell you the logic behind this. Okay, listen carefully. Sir, imagine Shiva Teja is working in a company. And there is a provident fund in the company because there are 20 or more employees. He has got a provident fund done. 20 or more employees. He has got a provident fund done. Correct, my dear friends? And that provident fund is unrecognized provident fund. That means which is not recognized by the commissioner. Now what has happened to that provident fund is employer has contributed 15% of salary to the provident fund. Is it more than 12%? 3% should ideally be taxable. But I did not pay tax because it was URPF.
Yes sir.
When it is URPF, will I pay tax? Right. This story continued for a period of 8 to 10 years. Example. For a period of 8 to 10 years, the story continued. Let's say for 10 years, same story continued. Okay. 10th year, we converted URPF to RPF. 11th year, I'm withdrawing money. When I'm withdrawing money, at the time of withdrawal, is it RPF or URPF? RPF. Then I will start telling it is exempt. Whatever I withdraw, I will start telling it is exempt. Then income tax questioning me, my dear Shiva Teja, good. I'll accept that it is RPF. When you withdraw, it's exempt. Fine, good, fair enough. But since last 10 years, your employer is contributing more than 12% of salary. If this would have been RPF right from beginning, every year you would have paid tax on the 3%, which you did not pay. Now when you convert URPF to RPF, pay that tax. Got the logic? Logic is pretty simple, no? Because see, if I said 8 to 10 years, you enjoyed saying that it's URPF, I will not pay tax. One fine day when you withdraw, it became an RPF, and you withdraw and get out. That's ridiculous. You are cheating the government. Why will they keep quiet? You getting the point? That's why they told this is deemed to be received in India. Finally, last point. Employer contribution to pension scheme of central government under section 80 CCD. I'm sure you heard this word, CCD, NPS, National Pension Scheme. समझ में आ रहा है बेटा? That's it. These are the 4 points which are covered under section 7, which talks about the concept of income deemed to be received in India. So what is section 7? Income deemed to be received in India. What are the 4 points, guys? First one, employer contribution to RPF in excess of 12% of salary. Second, interest credited to RPF in excess of 9.5%. Third one, transfer balance from URPF to RPF. Fourth one, employer contribution to pension scheme of central government under section 80 CCD. CCD is not cafe coffee day. CCD is a section number. Are we clear with this? And when I go to deductions, I'll tell you more about CCD. CCD 1, CCD 1D, CCD 2. That story we'll talk in detail. There's a lot of depth in that. We'll talk separately. Clear, beta? Are we clear so far? Take this one close. Then I will talk the most important aspect. हो गया बेटा? बोलो बेटा, बोलो सेक्शन 4, सेक्शन 5, scope of total income, section 6, residential status. Don't tell basic condition. That is 6.1. I asked just what is section 6, residential status. Section 7, income deemed to be received in India. Now let's talk about something most important, section 9. This is very, very important. Are we ready? In this 5-6 points I will teach, which are extremely important. Listen clearly, carefully. Which section we are talking, my dear friends?
Section 9.
Which deals with the concept of incomes deemed to accrue or arise in India. And once we say that it is deemed to accrue or arise in India, it becomes what income, my dear friends? Indian income. And once that income becomes an Indian income, it is taxable for ROR, RNOR, NR. Simple. Foreign income will tax only for ROR. RNOR only in 2 cases. Kya hai beta 2 cases? Business income, which is controlled wholly or partly from India. Professional income, which is set up in India. That's it. Can I proceed? First and foremost important point. Salary for services rendered in India. Logic only. So speak out, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next. Income from capital asset situated in India. Example? Any example for this? किसी कंपनी का प्लांट है तो क्या इनकम आएगा? अरे इंडिया में घर है, किराए पे दिए, या तो इंडिया में कोई कंपनी का शेयर से डिविडेंड आ रहा है, बोलो यार, और इंडिया में कोई डिवेंचर से इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है. फ्रेंड्स, गेटिंग माई पॉइंट एवरीबॉडी? अभी सुन, इनकम फ्रॉम ट्रांसफर ऑफ कैपिटल एसेट सिचुएटेड इन इंडिया. सब फर्क समझ में आया ना बेटा? Second point, third point is clear, no?
Yes, sir.
Sorry? Capital asset? Oh, capital asset definition सुना नहीं क्या कभी? Capital asset is defined by section 214, which says capital asset means property of any kind, movable or immovable, tangible or intangible, but does not include stock in trade, personal effect, rural agricultural land, special gold bonds, national defense bonds. Personal effect excludes jewelry, drawings, paintings, sculptures, archaeological collections and work of art. I'm sure कुछ तो light जला होगा. This is the first thing you learn in the capital gains chapter. Because capital gain chargeability section is section 45 subsection 1, where the first condition is there should be a capital asset. Condition 2, it must be a transfer. Condition 3, there is a gain or loss on account of such transfer. So first condition says there should be a capital asset. That is capital asset. Because you have to understand that every capital asset is an asset, but every asset is not a capital asset. Shivateja's car is an asset for me, but as per income tax, it is not a capital asset. More details will come when I go to capital gains. ठीक है ना? तब बात करेंगे. अभी उधर गए तो फिर next 1 hour I'll take you there only then. Capital asset में कोई property, building, shares, debentures, सब कुछ आता है ना capital asset में. Everything will come. Clear, no? Any capital asset. Sir, understanding everybody? Sir, capital asset excludes only what you know. तीन चीज याद रख लो. Stock in trade, personal effect, rural agricultural land. ये तीनों चीज आते नहीं. स्टॉक इन ट्रेड क्यों नहीं आएगा? स्टॉक इन ट्रेड पीजीपी में जाएगा. पर्सनल इफेक्ट नहीं आएगा. पर्सनल मतलब कपड़े, जूते, वॉच, स्पेक्स, ऑल दिस पर्सनल इफेक्ट. बट पर्सनल इफेक्ट एक्सक्लूड्स ज्वेलरी, ड्राइंग्स, पेंटिंग, स्कल्पचर्स, आर्कियोलॉजिकल कलेक्शंस, वर्क ऑफ आर्ट. That means they are all not covered in personal effect. That means they are all capital assets. So is Shivateja's chain a capital asset? Yes. My shirt? Spectacles? Spectacles made of gold. This comes under jewelry. Ornaments made of gold. ये नहीं है example. सर समझ गए ना आप लोग? Everybody. More detail we'll talk when you go to capital gains. So are we clear? ये 3 points सबको समझ में आए? So what the first point I wrote? Salary for service rendered in India. Second, income from capital situated in India. Third one, income from transfer of capital situated in India. Next, dividend paid by which company? Obviously. Is it exempt or taxable? Taxable. Once upon a time, 2 साल पहले there was a concept called dividend distribution tax. Company used to pay, shareholder used to be exempt under one section called 1034. उड़ा दिया उसको. उड़ा दिया मतलब now dividend is taxable for shareholder. Which? Logic was very simple. Earlier they used to tell when company is giving dividend, company you only please pay tax. Shareholder का हाथ में exempt कर दो. Then all these corporates came together and told हमारे हाथ में taxation निकाल दो. Shareholder को पकड़ो. Then they started telling let's tax the shareholder. Simple. In India, a lot of laws come into picture because of corporates. True. Getting my point? That's how it is. Specified business 35AD. सुने क्या? थोड़ा स्पेसिफाइड बिजनेस है लाइक आपको याद दिलाओ क्या? कोल्ड चेन फैसिलिटी, वेयर हाउस एंड एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोड्यूस, उन सबको क्या बोला है? अगर आप कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर कर रहे हो 100% रिडक्शन मिल जाएगा. मुझे एक बात बोलो, उसमें 12-13 लिस्ट है, सिर्फ वो 12-13 बिजनेस ही क्यों है? बाकी ने क्या पाप किया? क्यों बाकी का कैपिटल में होता नहीं क्या? उसमें नहीं. एक बात पूछता हूं मैं, दे कवर ओनली वेयर हाउसिंग ऑफ एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोड्यूस. ओके, दे हैव कवर्ड समथिंग कॉल्ड प्रोडक्शन ऑफ फर्टिलाइजर. देन व्हाई अदर्स आर नॉट कवर्ड? व्हाई नॉट प्रोडक्शन ऑफ पेन्स, प्रोडक्शन ऑफ चिप्स? उसका जरूरत था नहीं, वो जरूरत करा दी है वहां पे सब. अभी मैं और बोल नहीं सकता. Scale of operation, there are multiple reasons why they give it. And in PGP, that section is not there in syllabus for you, but there is something called 33ABA, extraction of petroleum or natural gas in India. For that, they give some deduction. You're getting my point? To encourage them, they give that benefits. That's the only thing. You're clear? And one more logic of this point is, listen, I am a company. 100 rupees profit I earned. 100 rupees profit I earned. On 100, should I pay income tax of 30 rupees? Okay, 30 or 25, whatever it is. Should I pay the 30 rupees tax? When I pay 30 rupees tax, what is the balance left? 70 rupees. They were telling earlier, 70 you give to shareholders, again pay dividend distribution tax. You're getting my point? That became a painful task. So after a point of time, government realized this is killing companies like anything. Let's do one thing. Income tax तो उनको भरना ही पड़ेगा. DDT concept तो उठा दो. डिविडेंड देंगे तो शेयर होल्डर को पकड़ो. शेयर होल्डर तो खुशी खुशी पकड़ो. शेयर होल्डर तो बोल ही नहीं सकता आई विल नॉट पे बिकॉज यू ऑलरेडी अर्न इनकम. हाउ कैन यू टेल आई विल नॉट पे? यू गॉट एन इनकम मैन. व्हेन यू गॉट एन इनकम हाउ कैन यू एस्केप टैक्स? समझ गए आप लॉजिक? सिंपल. सर क्लियर है किस कॉन्सेप्ट? डू यू थिंक सेक्शन 9 इज ओवर? नहीं, सच में नहीं हुआ. अभी और अच्छा नहीं हो, नो सर, नो मतलब पता ही नहीं है, ठीक है समझ गया। सुन लो बेटा, अब एक इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट बोलूंगा, सुनो। सर, डू यू थिंक देर आर पीपल हु आर वर्किंग इन गवर्नमेंट, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉयज? कैन यू गिव एन एग्जांपल फॉर स्टेट गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय? अरे कोई तो एग्जांपल बोलो यार, टेल सम नेचर ऑफ एक्टिविटी। पुलिस, हो गया ना बात, पुलिस इज स्टेट गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय। School teachers of run by state government. Clear? Do you think there are central government employees? Example? Railway department employees. It's central government employees only. Correct? No? क्या भैया? I have a question now. Think properly. There is government of India. Okay, man? There is one person, Mr. Rahul, who is an IAS officer. We know IAS?
Yes, sir.
What is IAS? Wonderful, in administrative service. This gentleman is posted in Japan. He is posted in and is working in Indian embassy. Sir, I hope you know that in every country there is an Indian embassy. Like how in India we have got every foreign country embassy. Here we have got US embassy, UK embassy, everything is there. In the same way, in every foreign country you will find Indian embassy. Correct, beta? Now, Rahul is working where? Rahul is working in Japan. Correct, my dear friends? Speak out. And Rahul opened a bank account in Japan. Bank account. Okay? Now I'll ask you the question. Think properly and tell me. For Rahul, income is accrued where, sir? No doubt about it. Income is accrued in Japan because service is rendered in Japan. अरे जब जापान में काम करे तो जापान में accrue होगा ना यार? हाँ. Received where? No doubt about it. Received also in accrued in Japan, received in Japan. When both are in Japan, accrued outside India, received outside India, what kind of income? But this is still regarded as, still it is regarded as Indian income because it is deemed to be received in India because it is paid by government of India. But the condition what they told is this Rahul should be an Indian citizen. Technically, the point says salary paid by government of India to an Indian citizen working outside India is deemed to occur as in India. Actually accrued in foreign, received in foreign, but it is deemed to occur as in India. समझ में आ रहा है बेटा? बेटा बोलो यार. स्टोरी खत्म नहीं हुआ अभी और एक कहानी बाकी है. What they told is allowances and perquisites. Allowances and what they give will be exempt under section 10(7). So the concept what I want to tell you is salary paid by government of India to an Indian citizen working outside India is deemed to occur as in India. However, allowances and perquisites are exempt under section 10(7). If you don't mind, I'll ask you one question. What is the difference between allowance and perquisite? दोनों में फर्क क्या है? Allowance मतलब monetary. Oh, perquisite मतलब kind. Oh, any other answer? Same answer. Adit, same. क्या यार? Children education allowance, house rent allowance. Allowance is not a benefit. Basic salary is not a benefit. DA is not a benefit. Sir, never ever tell that statement allowance is cash, perquisite is kind. Allowance may be in cash, agreed. Perquisite may be in cash or in kind. The conceptual difference between allowance and perquisite is allowance. Okay, I don't mind. I'll explain that because topic has come. I'll tell. When I go to salaries, again I'll not waste my time there. Sorry, again I'll not spend my time there. Clear? Allowance is a fixed sum of money given by employer to employee, which is not concerned with the actual expenditure incurred. Perquisite is a benefit given by employer to the employee, which is concerned with the actual expenditure incurred. Perquisite can come in three ways. Number one, direct provision of facility by employer. Number two, employee availed from third party, but employer is paying to the third party. Number three, employee availed from third party, employee is only paying to the third party, and then employer is reimbursing. Classic example I'll give. Listen carefully. Which you listen carefully. Okay? When employee came to me and told, sir, बहुत भूख लग रहा है sir. I'm feeling very hungry. I told, 10 रुपए दूंगा, जो खाना है तो खा, नहीं तो निकल. सर 10 रुपए में क्या आएगा सर? I will give only 10 rupees. What you will eat, I am not concerned. This is called what sir? Allowance. Situation 2. Scene reverse. Again employee came and told, sir, बहुत भूख लग रहा है. अरे इतना क्यों हो रहा है? अपना ही होटल है. चल जा, खा ले, ऐश कर. We only have Vaishali is ours. Go and eat. Enjoy. What do you call it? Perquisite. Case 1. Case 2 of perquisite. I'm telling, तेरे को जिधर जाना है जा. Whether you want Vaishali, Rupali, Vadeshwar, which one you want, you go. I will come and pay the bill. Perquisite. Third case, you go wherever you want, you go. You want to go to Viman Nagar, you go. Wherever you want to go, you go. You want to go to Pimpri Chinchwad, you go. Eat. You only pay the bill. Bring me the bill, I'll reimburse. When I'm reimbursing, I'm giving cash only, no? Then how can you tell perquisite is kind? You're getting my point, sir. It's not just for her, it's for everybody. Because everybody thought the same answer. Come on, you're getting my point, everybody? Speak out. No, let me complete. So when he's going there and paying the bill and giving me the bill, what am I doing, sir? Reimbursing. I am reimbursing. That is also a perquisite. अगर छोटा सा अगर छोटा सा clarification mistake आ गया, what is allowance, what is perquisite, completely gone. Because I'll tell the reason why. Tiffin allowance, fully taxable. Tiffin perquisite, more than 50 per meal is taxable. Medical allowance, fully taxable. Medical perquisite, 4 cases not taxable, other cases taxable, and other special treatment for treatment outside India. Telephone allowance, fully taxable. Telephone perquisite, fully exempt. House rent allowance, treatment is different. Rent-free accommodation, treatment is different. समझ रहे हैं मेरी बात? Children education allowance, 100 per month per child, maximum 2 children. But if employer provides education in his own school, 1000 per month per child, and no limit for number of children. Enjoy. I mean concept. समझ में आ रहा है बेटा? अगर allowance का perquisite का classification में गड़बड़ कर दिए, tax treatment में खत्म हो जाएगा पूरा का पूरा. See, this is a general statement. What everybody says, allowance is cash, perquisite is kind. उधर ही रुक जाएंगे. ऐसा थोड़ी ना होता है यार. That is correct only, but that's not full answer. That's half answer. आधा अधूरा answer है वो. You're getting my point? No, see, your answer is not wrong, but it's half answer. That's not a right complete answer. It's halfway through. You're getting it? No, see, we are a CS student ultimately. BCom बंदा बोलता है, who is doing only a degree course and tell me allowance is cash, perquisite is kind. I will tell fantastic, outstanding answer. उससे ज़्यादा मैं क्या expect करूँ उससे? But हम CA professional course कर रहे तो that cannot be the answer, no? That's a very literally half answer. Correct, but only half. समझ रहे बेटा आप मेरी बात? आपका आंसर सही है, but that's not complete. I hope you are convinced with my answer, no? Done. I'll make you write that point when I go to salaries. अभी नहीं, अभी वो लिखेंगे तो फिर सीधा ये चैप्टर छोड़ देंगे, सीधा उधर जाएंगे फिर अपन. अभी नहीं जाएंगे, तब जाना है तब जाएंगे. ठीक है बेटा? जाएंगे ना, सैलरी बहुत जल्दी जाएंगे सैलरीज में. बाद में जाएंगे, मतलब 1-2 हिट्स ऑफ इनकम करके फिर सैलरी में जाते हैं. जब सैलरी में घुसते तो थोड़ा अलग ही दुनिया है वो पूरा, बाद में जाते उसमें. ठीक है ना? वो सबसे बड़ा क्राइंग बेबी कोई है, मतलब सैलरी एम्प्लॉई है. करेक्ट ना यार? कुछ ऑप्शन नहीं है उसके पास यार. सर, आई हैव गॉट वन वेरी गुड फ्रेंड ऑफ माइन हु इज वर्किंग इन वन कंपनी इन बैंगलोर. ही इज वर्किंग विद प्रेमजी इन्वेस्ट, दैट इज Aziz Premji's investment banking company, Premji Invest. Let me honestly tell you, I know very clearly, his income, my income, both are same. But what tax he is paying is 3 times of what I am paying. वो कितना रोता पता है, मुझे जब भी दोनों मिलते हैं, he keeps crying always. क्या है रे शिवा, तू कितना टैक्स बचा रहा है यार, मैं 3 गुना ज्यादा पे कर रहा हूँ टैक्स तेरे से. I have that leverage because I am under PGBP. I buy a car, I'll claim depreciation. I'll put petrol, I'll show expenses. I'll give the car for repairs, I'll show repair expenses. I want to copy some videos in hard disk, I'll claim book expenditure. भूख लग रहा है, वड़ा पाव खाने का मन कर रहा है, 20 रुपीज गूगल पे एक्सपेंडिचर, फूड एंड बिवरेजेस. कभी स्टाफ को पार्टी देना है, स्टाफ वेलफेयर. स्टूडेंट्स को पार्टी देना है, बिल निकालो, खर्चा निकालो भाई. हो गया ना यार बात. एवरी एक्सपेंस आई बुक इट, एवरी रुपी आई बुक इट एक्सेप्ट फॉर माई क्लोथ्स. So you're getting my point, no? My food also I'll book it, food and beverages. My clothes I'll not book because that is purely personal in nature. Because income taxes, तुम्हारा कपड़ा तुम्हारा पड़ा, मत पहनो, हमको प्रॉब्लम भी नहीं है. वो that is too much of claiming expenditure then. कौन करेंगे? कौन? क्लोथ्स का एडवर्टाइजमेंट क्या? अगर मैं कोई ब्रांडिंग का टी शर्ट बनाया, शिवतेजा टैक्स या एसटीटी कुछ टैक्स बनाया ऐसा ब्रांड टाइप, देन दैट ऑल्सो आई क्लेम ब्रांडिंग एक्सपेंडिचर. सर मुझे बोलो ये सब फैसिलिटी सैलरीड एम्प्लॉय को है क्या? इसलिए ना किसी को बंदे को जॉब आता है ना, यू विल एक्सपीरियंस वेरी सून व्हेन यू लिसन टू द डायलॉग. इफ यू टेल समबडी रिलेटिव्स और फ्रेंड्स कितना मेरे को जॉब मिल गया, आप बोलोगे कितना है सैलरी? मैंने कहा ₹1,00,000. अच्छा, पूरा कटने के बाद कितना आता है? पूछते ना ये क्वेश्चन, बिकॉज सबको पता है दुनिया में बेचारा इसका तो पूरा कट के आएगा. You're getting my point, everybody? That's it. Now coming back to my discussion where we are, that is about salary paid by government of India to an Indian citizen working outside India. That is deemed to occur as in India. However, allowances and perquisites are exempt under section 10(7). बेटा यहाँ तक क्लियर है? I want you guys to take this because ज्यादा पॉइंट्स हो जाएंगे, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट पॉइंट में जाएंगे. हाँ मैडम, सॉरी क्या बोल रहे थे आप? हाँ ना, गवर्नमेंट चाहता वही है ना. लॉजिक सिंपल है ना यार, गवर्नमेंट गेट्स कुछ मनी फ्रॉम टैक्स, व्हाई वुड दे लीव? क्लियर नो? हाँ नहीं, एक बार क्या हुआ दोस्त, मैं बोलता हूँ ना, 4-5 दिन पहले एक बंदा आके मुझसे पूछा, सर मुझे न्यू सिलेबस में जाओ ओल्ड सिलेबस में जाओ. शायद बताया ना आपको मैं ये चीज. वन स्टूडेंट केम एंड आस्क्ड मी, सर न्यू सिलेबस आ रहा है ना नेक्स्ट ईयर, मैं न्यू में जाऊँ ओल्ड में रुक जाऊँ? आपको बोला क्या ये चीज? आई टोल्ड दैट स्टूडेंट, यू आर आस्किंग अ रॉन्ग पर्सन डूड. इफ यू आस्क मी आई विल टेल डू वट एवर यू वांट, बिकॉज अगर न्यू सिलेबस हो ओल्ड सिलेबस हो, कुछ भी उड़ेगा कुछ भी आएगा, टैक्स तो हिलेगा नहीं. सिंपल. एनी सब्जेक्ट माइट कम एंड गो, एनी सब्जेक्ट माइट मिक्स, बट टैक्स विल नेवर मिक्स. टैक्स निकालने का सवाल ही नहीं है यार. हम चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स है यार, हाउ कैन वी से वी डोंट नो टैक्स? And if CA says I don't know tax, he will depreciate in 100% by straight line method. समझ गए ना? Simple यार. I mean tax, how can we say we don't know tax? That's our blood. SBI वाला, हाँ. Origin से लेना देना है नहीं मैडम, हम तो वही चीज देखते सिर्फ accrual receipt बस. That is only for government of India. SBI is not a government of India, it's a government bank. Correct, no? You're getting my points? Somebody who is working in the MSRTC, transport department, can you tell I'm state government employee? No. He's only an employee of a undertaking owned by state government. If you want to check it, in MSRTC bracket they'll write an undertaking owned by state government. TSRTC, APSRTC, every state there is. Telangana, AP, Maharashtra, everywhere you find that concept. Correct, no? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
A municipality employee will never tell I'm state government employee. He is an employee of local authority, but he is not employee of state government. फर्क है ना? उतना ही फर्क है. गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया में, SBI में. बेटा ये भी लिख, ये दिस पॉइंट आई टेल नो फर्स्ट, देन यू राइट. आपका 4 पॉइंट लिखे, 5 पॉइंट लिखे पहले? हाँ जितने भी लिखे. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, सैलरी पेड बाय. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट सर, मतलब ये जो डायग्राम है ना, दिस आई एम गिविंग इन वर्ड्स, देन यू टेक द डायग्राम. सैलरी पेड बाय गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, salary paid by government of India to an Indian citizen. That is very important. salary paid by government of India to an Indian citizen working outside India. Salary paid by government of India to an Indian citizen working outside India is deemed to accrue arise in India. Is deemed to accrue or arise in India. Is deemed to occur as in India. Full stop. However, comma. Full stop. However, comma. Allowances and perquisites. Allowances and perquisites shall be exempt under section कौन सा बेटा 10(7). सर एग्जामिशन में डिडक्शन में फर्क क्या है बेटा? अच्छा, डिडक्शन खर्चों पे होता है, डिडक्शन भी इनकम पे हो सकता है, पता है ना अपने को, ATTT है। अरे वो ऐसा मत बोलो यार, आप भी खुद आंसर दे के फिर बोलते हैं एक्सेप्शन है। हाँ, एग्जामिशन में डिडक्शन फर्क क्या है? हाँ, I'll put it in better words. Exempted incomes do not form part of total income. Deductions are those what we reduce from gross total income. Simple. लेते ही नहीं, मतलब बराबर ही है, but I'm just putting in a better word. Exempted income will not form part of total income. एक बार 2 मार्क क्वेश्चन में आया था एग्जाम में. He asked what is the difference between deduction and exemption. Some students wrote exemptions are not at all considered. Deductions are considered and then taken. Fine, but that feel is not coming, you know. When you say that exempted incomes do not form part of total income, deductions are those what are reduced from total income, and give an example like deduction in chapter 6a, exemption 10(1), agriculture income from a land in India is exempt, or till 10(7), allowance perquisites is exempt. Finish. We are very happy when you are correcting papers. दे देंगे 2 मार्क पूरा. Clear है ना? चलो, take this example. Example ले लो बेटा. क्यों सा बेटा? I'll tell you one point. See, if Shiva Teja is ROR, I go to US, make money in US, received in US, it's a foreign income. But India is telling me to pay tax because I'm ROR in India. But practical problem is US also will tell me to pay tax because I made money in US. But it's a thumb rule that you will not pay tax in 2 countries. You'll never pay tax in 2 countries. So for that purpose, India has signed double tax avoidance agreement with close to more than 120 countries to give taxation relief. How does that system work? It is there for you in CA final. International taxation. Good. Clear enough? Trying.
सर इंटरनेशनल टैक्सेशन चॉइस सब्जेक्ट.
No. आपके डायरेक्ट टैक्स फाइनल पेपर में 70 is direct tax, 30 is international tax, and in optional paper also there is separate optional paper called international tax. If you want to choose, you can choose. But जब तक आप फाइनल में आ जाएंगे तब तक सिलेबस बदल जाएगा मोस्टली. They are planning to make it 6 papers, no? Inter 6, final 6. But that's a big challenge, how they will transition. But we have to wait and watch. हाँ, पहले वैसे ही था. मैं जब CA किया था तब तो 6 पेपर थे एक्चुअली. हमको ऐसा नहीं था accounts 1, accounts 2. It was only 1 accounts. Screwed up. I mean, we were screwed up, everybody was screwed up. But still we could manage and get it. And my first question in my exam was non-trading concern. 20 marks question. Balance sheet also tallied. कितना खुश हुआ मुझे पता है उस दिन. बट रात में घर आने के बाद देखा, एक्चुअली वो एग्जाम के बाद 2 दिन छुट्टी था, तो आई वॉज राइटिंग इन एग्जाम सेंटर वन प्लेस इन हैदराबाद. सो आई स्टार्टेड रनिंग फ्रॉम टॉप एंड आई केम डाउन बिकॉज टू मच हैप्पीनेस आफ्टर एग्जाम. बिकॉज फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन यार, CA एंटर का पहला पेपर अकाउंट्स एंड बैलेंस शीट गॉट टैलीड. 20 marks पेपर. हाउ विल आई फील? एंड इवन टुडे आई रिमेंबर द बैलेंस शीट टोटल 15,80,000. I felt so happy and I came. Generally after writing exam I don't discuss with anybody, but that day I don't know why my brain wanted to discuss because उसके बाद 2-3 दिन छुट्टी था next paper के लिए. So my friend came down. I told him, भाई बैलेंस शीट टैली हो गया, अरे 15,80,000. बोला अरे मेरा भी बैलेंस शीट टैली हो गया 15,60,000. 1580 balance sheet tallied. 1560 balance sheet tallied. Other fellow also came, and that fellow told 1590 balance sheet tallied. 60, 80, 90. वो भी खुश, इन्हों भी खुश, मैं भी खुश. तीनों भी खुश हो गए because तीनों को बैलेंस शीट टैली हुआ है. Then our brain will start troubling us, no? Started thinking कि किसका करेक्ट है, क्या है, चलो चेक करो. तीनों बैठ के सॉल्व करे और तीनों को एक ही आंसर आया 15,70,000 बैलेंस शीट टैलीड. और तीनों भी खुश हो गए. Okay, मेरा भी गया, उसका भी गया. If it would have been 1560 or 1580, I would have felt happy, other fellow would have sad, or other fellow would have got sad. All three of us felt happy. तेरे को भी नहीं आया, मेरे को भी नहीं आया. इंडियंस यार क्या कर सकते बोलो. So clear है? चलो next concept case. Pretty important. This case you listen. I'll just tell you through an example first, then we'll write down. Listen very clearly. Something little crazy. So please listen. Okay. There is one person, Mr. Jack, who is in US. This man is planning to set up a hotel in India. What is he planning to do, sir? Set up a hotel in India. Correct, my dear friends? And the hotel name is Easton. Hotel name is Easton, which is going to be a 5-star hotel. Westin is already there. So made it as Easton. So, clear, my dear friends? Now, Jack contacted Mr. Ping Pong, okay, who is one top architect in Singapore, and told him, please give design for the hotel to be set up in India. Jack called Ping Pong and told, my dear Ping Pong, please come to India and give the design for the hotel in India. Ping Pong told, I'm so sorry, I'll not come anywhere from Singapore. There is no question that I'll come out of Singapore. In last 35 years, I never moved out of Singapore. I'll stay only in Singapore. If you want some work, you come to Singapore. But I'll not come out of Singapore. You're getting my point? Jack went to Singapore, got a design from Ping Pong in Singapore, made payment to Ping Pong in Singapore, and he paid 10 lakh rupees. अरे यार 5-star होटल है यार, इतना तो बनता है. He wanted a fantastic new kind of design and ambience. Never ever imagined by any person that kind of ambience he wanted. And that design is done by Ping Pong. Okay? Story is apart. Now come back to the concept. This 10 lakh is income for whom? Ping Pong. Correct? No, in that any doubt? Yes, speak out. Yes, right. Accrued where? Singapore. Obviously. Did Ping Pong move out of Singapore? No. Obviously accrued in Singapore. Received where? So technically, this is accrued in Singapore, received also in Singapore. What kind of income? Foreign income. But law says, still it is Indian income. You're getting my point, everybody? Yes, I'm talking about a beautiful concept called IRF. Interest, royalty, fees for technical services. That's the shortcut what we use. Don't write that in the exam. That's only for understanding. Interest, royalty and fees for technical services. If it is paid by Government of India, then it is deemed to accrue or arise in where beta? India. Here is it paid by Government of India? Is it paid by Government of India? No. So second case I am talking. Paid by others. That means it is not paid by government. Yes, sir. Government of India, central government, state government, whatever government it is. Correct my difference? Any government, central or state. Now tell me, is it paid by government? No. If it's paid by others, then it is deemed to accrue or arise in India if it is related to, if it is what, sir? Related to business in India. or source in India. Sir, I hope you are getting my point, everybody. It's related to business in India or source in India. That means technically he is making money because of India. Some project is going on in India. Now if you see from ping pong point of view, sir, in ping pong, the Singapore fellow, did he ever in his lifetime come to India? Sir, bolo yaar. Did he ever in his lifetime come to India? No. He's sitting in Singapore. Did he move out of Singapore? No. Accrued in Singapore. Received in Singapore. But whatever design he has given, it is utilized for the purpose of business in India. And they're telling boss, this is regarded as an Indian income. And tax this fellow ping pong. Tax this fellow ping pong. समझ में आ रहा है सर? Beautiful concept. IRF stands for interest, royalty, fees for technical services. दोस्त समझ में आया? कुछ तो डाउट आना चाहिए ना यार. कुछ भी डाउट नहीं आ रहा है आपको इसमें? हाँ बोलना. Wonderful, Aditya. I'm just so waiting that somebody will ask a question. I was so desperately waiting that somebody will ask a question. How will government know that ping pong got some income like this and ping pong should pay tax in India? Ping pong खुद को पता नहीं है कि इस पर टैक्स लगेगा. बराबर ना यार? अरे वो आज तक जिंदगी में सिंगापुर से बाहर आया नहीं. वो यूके वाला बंदा, यूएस वाला बंदा कोई आया उसके पास, उसने पैसा दिया, डिजाइन लेके चले गया. और हम बोल रहे पिंग पॉन्ग भाई साहब टैक्स पे कर. करेक्ट ना? उसको खुद को पता नहीं है. और गवर्नमेंट को कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा कि पिंग पॉन्ग पैसे कमाए इसकी वजह से? I was waiting somebody will ask a question like this. Should I tell the answer now? Practical answer I'll give. India में hotel set up कर रहे हैं यार. When India hotel is set up, in India we will prepare P&L account and balance sheet. Speak out. In India we will show 2 technical fees paid to ping pong in the books of accounts. Speak out. When payment is made to a non-resident, TDS should be done under section 195. If you don't do TDS or TDS is done but not paid before the due date of return of income, 100% of expenditure will be disallowed. Section 40 small a 1. If ping pong is resident, 40 small a 1a, 30% is disallowed. So government of India will not get to know through ping pong. They will get to know from Indian fellow who has prepared that P&L account. You might ask, इंडिया में जब P&L अकाउंट बनाते हैं सर, गवर्नमेंट को कैसे मालूम पड़ता है? हर बंदे का थोड़ी ना P&L अकाउंट ओपन करके चेक करेंगे सर. ये डाउट भी आएगा ना? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. For that answer is, in India, if the turnover is more than 1 crore, he should maintain books of accounts and get them tax rate done from chartered accountant. Chartered accountant will fill a form called 3CA, 3CD for companies, other than company 3CB and 3CD. In fact, मैं 4-5 दिन से वही काम कर रहा हूँ. So after morning class, I'm doing that only in the afternoon for a lot of my clients. Now my point to you very clearly is that when I fill a tax audit form, there is a clause called clause 23, which clearly talks about in the tax audit report, form 3CD, there is one specific clause which talks about payments made on which tax is not deducted at source. Payments made on which tax is deducted but not paid to government, which as a chartered accountant, I will report in the tax audit report. You might ask, अगर आप भी report नहीं करे तो मेरी लग जाएगी. In income tax there is a penalty on chartered accountant also. Correct, no? And for the sake of client, I will not take risk. I will पक्का report. मेरे को क्या मिलने वाला है? Fees नहीं आए तो नहीं आया. But I can't disrepute myself, no? So we are chartered accountants. Ultimately we work for reputation first. Money is secondary for us. Reputation के लिए तो आया ना यार ये कोर्स में, वरना कुछ और भी कर सकते हैं हम लोग. The reason why CA carries so much reputation is what? That our skill and talent what we are carrying. People respect us only for that, no? Nobody is respecting us for the money what we have. Even a big businessman, I mean I have one client who earns about 3 crores per month, 3 crores per annum. साल में 3-4 करोड़ कमाता है वो, मेरे से ज्यादा कमा रहा है बहुत. You're getting my point? 3-4 करोड़ कमाते हैं और मेरे फोन करके बोलता है सर ये छोटा सा प्रॉब्लम आ गया सर, सर एक प्रॉपर्टी खरीद लो क्या सर, बोलो सर आप जैसा बोले वैसा करेंगे. You're getting my point, no? If I compare my income with his income, nothing what I'm making compared to him, but comparison to him, that's what I'm saying. But the point is very clear, why is he given so much respect? Not for the money what I have, it's only because of that 2 letters called CA. और जब तक मैं नहीं बोलूंगा वो काम नहीं करता ही नहीं. You're getting my point? Now, every property he'll buy, every property he'll sell without my notice. He will not do it because एक बार already उसको लग गया था, तब मैं दिया full left and right. This fellow what he has done is purchase one property from one fellow for 2.5 crores. मुझे बोला ही नहीं बिल्कुल. पूरा खरीदने के बाद 10 महीने के बाद मेरे पास डॉक्यूमेंट लेके आके बोल रहा है सर मैं प्रॉपर्टी खरीद लिया सर, ऐसा रेजिडेंट से वो 2.5 करोड़ का प्रॉपर्टी सर, अच्छा प्रॉपर्टी मिल गया सर। बोला सर अब पहले हमको बोलना चाहिए, बिना बोले कुछ भी करेंगे तो कैसा होगा यार। There is something called section 194 IA. When you buy a property for more than 50 lakh, you should do 1% TDS. कौन करेगा रे? Sir, if you want to kill somebody, no, you tell me before. I will give a master plan how to kill. You already killed somebody. That fellow died. You left your knife there only. Your fingerprints are there. Blood is coming. Your body, something of your shirt body part has fallen there. Your ring has fallen there. You come to me and tell, sir, save me. How will I save, boss? Starting only you tell, no, we'll create a master plan. I mean, not to kill somebody, but I hope you got my logic. Sir, post-mortem job is a very difficult task. Initial planning will make a whole difference. Correct, Nair? किसका? सैलरी नहीं है, टेक्निकल सर्विस का ही है। टेक्निकल सर्विस में जब उसको पेमेंट करेंगे ना, टीडीएस काट के उसको पैसे देगा। हाँ, प्रैक्टिकल केस है ना, वो 10 लाख को इंक्लूडिंग टीडीएस समझ के रिवर्स कैलकुलेट करके जेब से भरना पड़ेगा उसको, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली गवर्नमेंट पिंग पोंग को नहीं सताएगा। किसको सताएगा? इंडिया में जो बंदा है जो पीएनएल अकाउंट ड्रॉ कर रहा है उसको पकड़ेंगे ना हम। अगर पिंग पोंग बोलता है कि भैया मुझे जो करना है कर, मेरे को 10 लाख चाहिए, तो ये क्या करेगा? बुक्स में 13 लाख दिखाएगा और 3 लाख जेब से गवर्नमेंट को भरेगा, 10 लाख पिंग पोंग को देगा। वो उसका हेडेक है ना यार, अल्टीमेटली वो गड़बड़ करेगा तो उसकी लगेगी ना, बिकॉज गवर्नमेंट विल नेवर ट्राई टू कैच पिंग पोंग, दे आर नॉट कंसर्न्ड ऑल्सो, they are concerned to catch only this Indian fellow. You are getting my point? One of my client done this shit. He purchased one property for 35 lakhs. Some commercial space he purchased from a non-resident. He has not done TDS. और मुझे कॉल करके बोलता है सर 50 लाख के नीचे मैंने TDS किया ही नहीं, बिकॉज 50 लाख ऊपर तो 1% करना ना। बोला अरे मेंटल फेलो, that 50 lakh story is only when you buy from a resident. When you buy from non-resident, 195 will come into picture. For that there is no 50 lakhs limit. ये क्या बोल रहा है उल्टा, मुझे पता है सर, उसको कैसा मालूम पड़ता है कि हम नॉन रेजिडेंट से खरीदे। डोंट टॉक सम नॉनसेंस। व्हेन यू बाय अ प्रॉपर्टी, व्हाट हैपेंस यू नो, इन दैट सेल डीड फॉरेन एड्रेस इज देयर, एंड रजिस्ट्रार क्या करेगा? ही विल कंसोलिडेट ऑल दैट सेल डीड, परचेज डीड फॉर दैट मंथ and submit one report called SFT, Statement of Financial Transaction, to the Income Tax Department. Income Tax will process that data and send a notice to buyers and sellers. All this impact they will not know immediately. एक बार 6 महीने के बाद, 1 साल के बाद अचानक जब आएगा ना यार, तब फटता लगेगा। It's easy to tell, easy to close, but later on when you see it, matters over. Clear in here? That's it. I hope this concept is clear. Very, very important. Put side heading: interest, royalty, and fees for technical services. Interest, royalty, and fees for technical services. Interest, royalty, and fees for technical services. Clear? Underline करिए, नीचे लिखो. If it is paid by the government, if it is paid by the government, if it is paid by the government, then it is deemed to occur as in India. If it is paid by the government, then it is deemed to occur as in India. If it is paid by the government, then it is deemed to occur as in India. Second point. If it is, sorry, second point. Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Second point. If it is paid by others, if it is paid by others, then it is deemed to accrue or arise in India. If it is paid by others, then it is deemed to accrue or arise in India. If it is related to business in India, it is deemed to accrue or arise in India. If it is related to business in India, if it's related to business in India or source in India. If it's related to business in India or source in India. That's it. Beta clear hai?
Yes, sir.
Take the example now, please. Draw the diagram and take the example. Adit, I hope you got the logic. Know how they'll get to know? That's how they'll catch. They generally don't try to catch the non-resident fellow. It's difficult to catch the foreign fellow. We will screw Indian fellow like anything. अगर TDS नहीं किया तो उसको पकड़ के मारेंगे हम. Easy to catch, no. It's difficult to catch the non-resident fellow. Sir, government has put that TDS concept only for that. Correct, no? See, for example, if Expert Academy is making payment to Shivateja, if they don't do TDS, Expert will become assessee in default. Who has not done TDS. If Expert makes payment to me, they have done TDS. But if Expert doesn't make payment to government, again they'll become assessee in default. So basically, they are not trying to trouble me first. They are first trying to trouble Expert first. I mean to say, the payer first. जो TDS कर रहे हैं उसको पकड़ेंगे हम. That's why we're very cautious in TDS here. Definitely करते हैं TDS हर चीज का. और मुझे तो जब बोलेंगे एक्सपर्ट की 10% TDS कट करेंगे, मैं तो बोलूंगा कर दो यार, कोई बात नहीं, मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ेगा, मतलब मेरा तो लॉस नहीं हो रहा ना यार. कल के दिन कैसे मुझे टैक्स पे करना है, तभी माइनस करूंगा TDS. लॉस क्या हो रहा है मुझे, उल्टा पहले तो टैक्स जा रहा है, जाने दो यार थोड़ा बहुत, एक साथ कभी भरना है तो तब थोड़ा तकलीफ होगा, थोड़ा थोड़ा जा रहा तो ठीक है ना, अच्छी बात है, काट दो 10%. एक दिन तो भरना ही है, थोड़ा थोड़ा करते तो अच्छी बात है ना यार, कट करके ही दो. एंड लॉ के हिसाब से भी करना चाहिए ना. 194J पेमेंट टू प्रोफेशनल्स मोर देन 30,000 ऑफ कोर्स 10% TDS. Amazon.in Indian website or US website? Amazon.com US. अरे सच में यार, Amazon.com अलग है, .in अलग है, बराबर है ना? स्टूडेंट इज आस्किंग, अचानक ये क्यों पूछ रहे सर आप? नो टाइम पास, लॉजिक रहेगा उसके पीछे. क्लियर? द लास्ट कॉन्सेप्ट इन सेक्शन 9. Are we ready? Listen. This concept may or may not come in exam, but the last concept. Listen very clearly. Please carefully concentrate. Sir, let's say there is one Chinese website. Smart boy. Alibaba.com. सुने क्या? Owned by one person called Mr. Jack Ma. I'll ask you one question. One person, Mr. A, he ordered some item, okay, for 10,000 rupees. He made payment online. Alibaba is not there in India physically. Only website is there. That too it is on the satellite. It is in Chinese airspace. From that signals are coming to India. Clear, no? Now, first of all, is it income for Alibaba this 10,000? Yes or no? 10,000, is it Indian income or is it foreign income? Yes. अरे 10,000 इनकम है ना अलीबाबा के लिए, इंडियन है फॉरेन है? कैसा इंडियन इनकम बना मेरे भाई? Without any second thought it becomes a foreign income. Accrued in China, received in China. यार इंडियन फॉरेन देखने के लिए हम लोग दो ही चीज देखते हैं यार, अक्रूड एंड रिसीव. वो दोनों देख के हम डिसाइड करेंगे whether इंडियन है फॉरेन है. ये चाइना फेलो इंडिया तो आया नहीं, उधर ही बैठ के काम किया है, तो अक्रूड इन चाइना, रिसीव्ड इन चाइना. सो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ इनकम? विदाउट सेकंड थॉट इट इज अ फॉरेन इनकम. करेक्ट? यस और नो? राइट. नाउ डोंट टेल मी रिलेटेड टू बिजनेस इन इंडिया. इंडिया से कमा रहा है तो क्या हुआ? अक्रूड तो फॉरेन में हुआ ना, रिसीव तो फॉरेन में हुआ ना. राइट. इज इट interest? Is that 10,000 interest income? No. Very good. Is it royalty income? Bolo beta. Is it fees for technical services? Speak out. Exactly. Then what is this 10,000? It is purely a business income. It is not interest, it is not royalty, it is not technical services. Because if this would have been interest or royalty or technical services, we would have directly told the answer it is Indian income, because related to business in India, source in India. That words would have come, no? But that words will not come here because this is not interest, this is not royalty, this is not technical service. समझ में आ रहा है बेटा? It is what income? Business income. And law says non-resident. Obviously Alibaba is a non-resident only, no? पूरा सब कुछ बाहर ही है ना यार? Non-resident business income in India is taxable only if non-resident has business connection in India. I repeat again. What did I just say? Non-resident business income in India is taxable only if non-resident has business connection in India. Business connection means having an agent in India who is concluding contracts on behalf of non-resident. Number two, having an agent in India who is securing orders on behalf of non-resident. Number three, having an agent in India who is maintaining stock of goods. Now I'll ask you one straight question. Does Alibaba have an agent in India who is concluding contract? No. Do they have agent in India who is securing orders? No. Do they have agent in India who is maintaining stock? No. So they're not paying tax in India. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? बेटा बोलो बेटा. Government observed that something is going wrong here. That this is not interest, this is not royalty, this is not technical service. They are trying to play games and telling agent नहीं है, इंडिया में कोई नहीं है, तो हम टैक्स पे करेंगे ही नहीं. गवर्नमेंट का ईगो हर्ट हो रहा है, इसको टैक्स करना ही चाहिए, बट हम टैक्स डायरेक्टली कर नहीं पा रहे. करेक्ट है सर? They brought amendment in the law telling that having a significant economic presence in India, having a significant economic presence in India is also regarded as a business connection. And significant economic presence in India means you are doing transactions more than 2 crores in India. Sir, समझ रहे आप मेरी बात? Significant economic presence in India means you are doing transaction more than what, sir? 2 crores in India. See this one. In respect of goods, services or property carried out by a non-resident with any person in India, including provision of download of data or software, aggregate of payments arising from transaction or transactions during the previous year should exceed कितना बेटा? हम बोल रहे पकड़ेंगे तेरे को. You're getting the logic, sir. Ultimately, government wants revenue, yaar. We will not allow you to make money from India. If you're making money from India, pay tax in India. Clear, no? Sir, we are playing so many foreign games. In our phone, we have got apps which we install. Imagine you install a gaming app. Adit, imagine you install a gaming app. That gaming app is not an Indian gaming app. It's a foreign gaming app. That fellow never came to India. Nobody is there in India related to that fellow. Correct? It's a pure technology world. He's sitting there just using the technology and sending that signals to India. In India, we are able to download that app, play the games. And it is a paid app. First 15 days free, after that pay. 15 days you got used, you will pay automatically. Is he making money because of Indian people? Is it interest? Is it royalty? Is it technical service? Can we apply the IRF concept? No. It's a pure business income. They brought one more amendment. They copy. Systematic and continuous soliciting of business activities or engaging in interaction with the users in India. Number of users should be at least 3 lakhs. Pakado isko. Takaro tax isko. Because when you say at least 3 lakhs are there, we will say that you have got significant economic presence in India, which is regarded as a business connection. Once you have got business connection in India, it is regarded as deemed to occur as in India. Once it is deemed to occur as in India, it becomes an Indian income. Once it becomes an Indian income, it is taxable. Are we getting clarity? Smart. Clear? Everyone? See, basically there are so many loopholes in the law. People try to play games. Government gets to know after 2-3 years, अरे कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो रहा है. चलो करो amendment निकालो इसको loophole को. And we Indians know, we try to find one more loophole. And again government produces the amendment. हर साल finance act क्यों आ रहा है? They are trying to cover up all the loopholes. what people are trying to explore. Clear है बेटा? Right, next point. हाँ? अरे नहीं यार, I mean ultimately it's important to you know, sir, एक बार मेरे स्टूडेंट मेरे से एक्चुअली आके पूछा था, एक सैलरीज चैप्टर पढ़ाया था मैं, that was in which place, which batch, Coimbatore or Bangalore, some batch, some student in Coimbatore or Bangalore. I mean I take classes in lot of places in South India, but now I'm stopped everywhere. I'm taking only in Hyderabad and Pune, but before I used to travel like anything. 3-4 years back I used to travel to Pune, I traveled to Bangalore, Calicut, Cochin. Income tax, taxation, only taxation. मुझे कुछ आता ही नहीं यार अभी. I only tax. So I traveled lot of places across. हाँ, so मुझे सिर्फ आता है टैक्स और कुछ आता ही नहीं, so मैं टैक्स ही पढ़ाता हूँ बस. So I traveled lot of places. In one place somewhere in Bangalore or Coimbatore, almost 5-6 years back, my student came and asked me, सर ये क्या नॉनसेंस है यार ये. सर आप सैलरी चैप्टर बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाए, वो तो ठीक है, बट मुझे अभी तक एक चीज समझ में नहीं आया. बोला बेटा क्या है, मतलब क्या डाउट है, पूछना यार, मैं बोलता हूँ आपको रीजन क्या है. देन दैट स्टूडेंट टोल्ड मी, सर अभी ना मेरे को अभी भी थोड़ा डिस्कम्फर्ट है. मतलब क्या डिस्कम्फर्ट है बता दो सर. ये देन दैट बॉय टोल्ड, सर ये क्या है सर, ये ग्रेचुइटी कवर्ड अंडर ग्रेचुइटी एक्ट. आप बोलते हैं 15/26 इंटू लास्ट ऑन सैलरी इंटू नंबर ऑफ कमिटेड ऑफ सर्विस, नॉट कवर्ड अंडर ग्रेचुइटी एक्ट. हाफ इंटू एवरेज सैलरी इंटू नंबर ऑफ कमिटेड ऑफ सर्विस. इधर बोलते एवरेज सैलरी, इधर बोलते लास्ट ऑन सैलरी. और पेंशन में बोलते ग्रेचुइटी रिसीव्ड 1/3, नॉट रिसीव्ड हाफ. ये क्या है सर, मतलब चेक चल क्या रहा है. लीव सैलरी 10 डबल ए, आप पढ़ाए ठीक, बट वो क्या है, अर्नड लीव इनटू एवरेज सैलरी, 1 मंथली फॉर एवरी ईयर ऑफ सर्विस. क्यों इतना, मतलब इतना फ्रस्ट्रेट क्यों कर रहे हैं हमको. सीधा बोल सकते ना, लीव ग्रेचुइटी आया आधा एग्जाम आधा टैक्सेबल, पेंशन आया इतना एग्जाम इतना टैक्सेबल, सीधा बोल सकते ना सर. इतना परेशान क्यों कर रहे हैं हमको. आई गिव सॉलिड आंसर. आफ्टर दैट ही डिड नॉट टॉक वन वर्ड ऑल्सो. ही टोल्ड थैंक यू सर एंड लेफ्ट. शायद वो फील हो गया या खुश हो गया या हर्ट हुआ, मुझे नहीं पता, बट आई गेव वन डायलॉग. आफ्टर दैट ही लेफ्ट. आई टोल्ड, अगर सब कुछ सीधा है तो सीए बन के करेगा क्या. इफ लॉ इज प्लेन एंड सिंपल, सीए बनने के बाद तू क्या करेगा. इफ दे से ग्रेचुइटी हाफ एग्जाम्ड हाफ टैक्सेबल, दैट इज व्हाट इज स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड इन द लॉ, आपके पास कौन आएगा काम के लिए, बोलो मुझे. Why would somebody engage you? Somebody wants our service because law is complicated. The more complicated it is, the more weightage we have. If it is plain and simple, why would anyone be concerned? Correct na yaar? Sir, bolo yaar.
Yes, sir.
Clear no? If government says there is no 5 heads of income concept, आप जो इनकम कमाना है कमाओ, ठीक है ना, हर इनकम पे 10% टैक्स पे करो, 90% रख लो, सब्जेक्ट निकाल देंगे ना इसको. सीए का काम क्या रहेगा फिर, समझ रहे ना. दैट बॉय केप्ट क्वाइट. आई डोंट नो व्हाट ही थॉट, बट आफ्टर द 2-3 दिन बात ही नहीं किया मेरे से. 4th डे से फिर वापस नॉर्मल हो गया. ठीक है. एनीवेज, क्लियर विद दिस कॉन्सेप्ट एवरीबॉडी. प्रोसीड. बिजनेस इनकम ऑफ ए नॉन रेसिडेंट business income of a non-resident, business income of a non-resident business income of a non-resident is taxable in India is taxable in India if non-resident has business connection in India. If non-resident has business connection in India. So getting my point everybody? Business connection in India. Next point. Business connection means having an agent in India, Sir, agent means could be branch, subsidiary, any office. Having an agent in India who is Who is number one? Who is number one? Concluding contracts. Who is concluding contracts or playing a principal role? Who is concluding contracts or playing a principal role in conclusion of contract? Who is concluding contract or playing a principal role in conclusion of contract? Concluding contract or playing a principal role in conclusion of contract. Number two, securing orders in India. Securing orders in India. Number two is what's the securing orders in India. Number three, maintaining. Number three, maintaining stock of goods in India. Maintaining stock of goods in India. That's it. Next, write one note. बेटा एक नोट लिखो बेटा. Note. Significant economic presence. If you want, you can see here once. Significant economic presence. Significant economic presence shall also constitute business connection. Significant economic presence shall also constitute business connection. That is number one, payments arising from transactions. Payments arising from transactions. Payments arising from transaction during the previous year. Payments arising from transactions during the previous year should exceed 2 crores. Should exceed what, sir? 2 crores. Number two, number of users should be at least कितना बेटा 3 lakhs. Number of users should be at least 3 lakhs. Is that clear? That's it. That is the story of business connection. नहीं, ये पॉइंट के लिए ये कंडीशन है, ये पॉइंट के लिए ये कंडीशन है. It's not or and. For this point, this condition, this point, this condition. This point is talking about goods and services. This point is talking about soliciting business or engaging interaction with the users, like gaming, basically. Is that clear? Sir, bolo beta. That's it. That is the end of story for what, sir? End of story for which part? Section 9, which deals with what? Income deemed to occur as in India. Clear? Everybody? Alibaba is e-commerce operator, correct? So? So they're doing business only, no? By selling, is Amazon, what is Amazon doing? What is Amazon nature of income? What is the Amazon nature of income? Business income. They'll get the margin, no, for selling the goods. That's business income or not? Is it a technical service? No. Huh? Yeah, that's it. There is also that, I mean, see, if it's a technical service, we will not see business connection. If it's not technical service, we will see business connection. Simple. Clear, madam? Done. So can we proceed? Everyone? Yes, sir. I don't want to close the class. Give me 5 more minutes. We'll solve this question, then we'll go. Please cooperate. ठीक है? खत्म करेंगे इसको. Third question in your material. See carefully. Determine the taxability for assessment year. क्या बेटा? 22, 23 आपका ही है. देखो, of the following incomes in the hands of individual whose status is ROR, RNOR, NR. ROR है तो क्या होगा, RNOR है तो क्या होगा, NR है तो क्या होगा. ठीक है ना बेटा? Let's see point by point. We'll find out whether Indian income or foreign income. If it's Indian income, what will happen? Taxable for all. Foreign income, what will happen? Taxable for ROR and RNOR in two cases. चलो बराबर बोला आंसर मुझे. फर्स्ट बिट, salary received in Canada for rendering service in Bangalore. Good boy. Taxable for all. मतलब तीनों कॉलम में अमाउंट डालना पड़ेगा अपने को. करेक्ट है ना? तीन कॉलम लेते हैं, ROR, RNOR, NR, सब कॉलम में अमाउंट लेना पड़ेगा. नेक्स्ट, कैपिटल गेन ऑन सेल ऑफ हाउस इन सूरत, सेल कंसिडरेशन रिसीव्ड इन कनाडा. गुड, इंडियन इनकम. अरे घर तो सूरत में ना यार, सेक्शन 9 में पढ़े ना यार. इनकम फ्रॉम ट्रांसफर ऑफ कैपिटल सिचुएटेड इन इंडिया. गुड. नहीं, दे विल ओनली आस्क इंडियन इनकम, फॉरेन इनकम. मतलब बेसिकली जब हम सॉल्व करेंगे ना सर क्वेश्चन, हम ऐसा सॉल्व करते पर्टिकुलर्स. नहीं, we'll add also one more column called nature of income. Indian income, foreign income. Then we'll take ROR, RNOR, NR. And problem solve करने से पहले हम एक लाइफ कॉन्सेप्ट लिखते पहले. What the concept will write is, as per section 5, income is classified into Indian income and foreign income. Indian income is income received or deemed to be received or deemed to occur as in India. Income accrued or received or deemed to be received or deemed to occur as in India. Foreign income means income accrued and received outside India. That point we'll write first, then start the problem. And when I write Indian income, that means already explained it. Yes or no? Done. I'll go back. चलो, कौन सा पॉइंट है बेटा? हाँ, गुड. सब खुश है यार, आंसर आ रहा है करके. नेक्स्ट, डिविडेंड फ्रॉम फॉरेन कंपनी रिसीव्ड इन कनाडा. फॉरेन इनकम किसको टैक्स करेंगे बेटा? ओनली ROR. RNOR को टच करेंगे क्या? गुड. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट देखो बेटा. इनकम अर्न्ड फ्रॉम बिजनेस इन लंडन विच इज कंट्रोल्ड फ्रॉम मुंबई. ठीक है, सुनो ए, कंट्रोल इंडिया से है तो इंडियन इनकम बन जाता क्या? कुछ भी बोल रहे हैं आप लोग. 1 lakh is received in India. Total figure is 4 lakh. What will happen for ROR, RNOR, NR? For A, चुप करो यार. For ROR, we will tax 4 lakh. Correct? RNOR, we will tax 4 lakh. Correct? NR, we will tax 1 lakh. Because 1 lakh is received in India. 1 lakh is Indian income, 3 lakhs is foreign income. Even though 3 lakh is foreign income, still we will tax for RNOR because the business control from India. Control बोलता है, Indian income मत बोलो, foreign income ही है. You got my logic, no? Next, profit from business in Indore but managed from Canada. No discussion. Indian income. क्यों बेटा? अरे business Indore में. Next, rental income bracket. What is given, sir? इसका मीनिंग क्या बेटा? कंप्यूटेड. दैट मीन्स ऑलरेडी दे हैव रिड्यूस समथिंग कॉल्ड स्टैंडर्ड डिडक्शन एट द रेट ऑफ 30%. पता है ना 24A ऑलरेडी डिडक्शन ले लिए. अगर कंप्यूटेड नहीं बोलते तो अपने को 30% माइनस करना पड़ेगा. समझ रहे ना? चलो क्या लिखे वहां पे? रेंटल इनकम कंप्यूटेड फ्रॉम प्रॉपर्टी इन कैनेडा. वाओ. रेंट इज डिपॉजिटेड इन अ बैंक एट कैनेडा, लेटर ऑन रेमिटेड टू इंडिया. No, mistake cannot happen. ये एग्जाम्पल याद है ना? SBI US. Next, interest received in London from government of India for project in London. Received in London, project also in London, still it is Indian income. अरे यार उतना फीलिंग की जरूरत ही नहीं है. किसने पे किया यार? IRF, interest royalty technical service. Next, royalty from a non-resident company received in London in connection with business situated outside India. Foreign income. तो बराबर है बेटा? अरे नेक्स्ट पॉइंट बहुत खतरनाक पॉइंट है यार. देखो ये past foreign untaxed income of 2021 earned and received there and brought to India during previous year. 2021 में कुछ पैसे कमाए जो अभी इंडिया को अपन लेके आ रहे, क्या होगा? दिस इज नॉट एन इनकम. This is not an income for 21, 22. We will not tax for anybody. We will not tax for ROR. We will not tax for RNOR. We will not tax for NR. Because the logic of the point is this income of 2021 but not 21, 22. You're getting my point, everybody? Please speak out. Excellent. Interest on savings bank deposit in Bank of India, Bhopal. Indian income, but please don't forget to take 80 TTA. Clear है बेटा? Friends, 80 TTA क्या है पूछ रहे क्या? 80 TTA is basically for interest on savings bank account. Whatever interest you get or 10,000 whichever is lower will take deduction. मतलब 10,000 पहले इनकम दिखाएंगे, उसके बाद डिडक्शन भी लेंगे. इनकम में भी जाएगा, डिडक्शन में भी आएगा. अगर ये 12,000 है तो इनकम में 12,000 जाएगा, डिडक्शन में सिर्फ 10,000 आएगा. अगर 8,000 रुपए है, इनकम में भी 8 जाएगा, डिडक्शन में भी 8,000 आएगा. बराबर ना? राइट. शेयर ऑफ इनकम रिसीव्ड इन इंडिया फ्रॉम ए पार्टनरशिप फर्म सिचुएटेड इन दुबई. हो गया ना आंसर इधर ही. Once received in India, it becomes an Indian income. No doubt about it. Clear, everybody? Friends, speak out. That's it. That is the end of story of this beautiful topic called residential status and scope of total income. Are we completely clear, my dear friends? That's it. Practice any book, any question, whichever you want. I'm pretty sure you will not find anything more than this. If you find anything and if I have some doubt, feel free to get back to me. Don't worry. Clear? Thank you so much. मिलते हैं कल. Take care. Bye bye. PDF एक ग्रुप बना दो ना. I'll share my number. ग्रुप बना दो, मैं शेयर कर दूँ उसमें.